Alright, don't blame me for distracting you in DMs. Hi, cutie Yulind. I can't make it 12 today because I promised I'd spoil it otherwise. Chat says they want a 10-minute plank. Chat can suck my left nut. We want 40 minutes, but he can't have straight back. Only thing I can do is arc his back more. All I can do is fold him. Good morning, walkers. Steppies are the good boys. Head pats for the naughty boys. Cuddles for the Yulind boys. Walking kiss. Wait, that's not cuddle emote. Steppies. Okay. Okay. Hi, Smile. Hi, Pixel. Hi, Wrath. Hi, Sam. Hi, Cairo. One joke. Plus ratio. Hi, Divvy. I assume Trog. And answer there's what? Oh, to sneeze. Oh, to sneeze. Well, how's it sound today? Does it sound exactly the same as yesterday? Or does the mic sound a little better? I didn't really change anything, but oh, that looks really loud. Sounds the same, so it's doing the like, okay. Okay, I did hear it, and it was doing a little snap thing. Okay. I don't see a naked elf right now. Accidentally closed my hentai tab opening this stream. There's a command that I always forget about that you can do to open closed tabs. Hi, Global. Hi, Nick. I don't see a naked elf right now. Oh, you are back. Is that the cute and adorable Yulind and Cairo? I see. Fair. Yulind turned into a naked elf. Hi, Global. You know your replacement was talking mad shit about you. Yeah, get naked. Chow Garden, yippee. Hi, Techno. Hi, Nick. Hi, Cairo. I can't really do anything about the mic, sadly. Also, morning, Lid. I have a new SSD. I now have 465 gigabytes of storage instead of 120. You had 128? I think 465 is too small. 128? There's phones with more storage. Oh. Shit. You guys wait here. God, you're so fucking fast in this map. I forget how fast you are. I had my tracker facing forward, and the moment I did a leg lift, it was like, ooh. Hello, little gray robot. I don't remember why I blocked your avatar 2 days ago. He said you don't exist. Insist it was always him. Control-Shift-T. I had 128 on 4. No, I know. Just like, 128 is rough in today's day and age. Always an error sharing my streak. Hi, ants. Give me $400. I am not giving you $400 so that you can get the fucking Vaporeon plush, okay? Oh yeah, this is why. But I hit 20 wow. Hell yeah. I'll turn you into a Vaporeon plush. Alright, do you remember what I said yesterday? Nope. Don't tell me you blocked me because of his massive tits on stream. Also, Poggers, I love this Moogle. Hi, Pixel. I blocked him because I think it was trying to sleep, and he turned into a rat and just started dancing on me for, like, a minute straight. And I was like, okay, if he's gonna be like this, I'm just gonna gray robot him. But it was like, as he was disconnecting, like, he wanted to dance on me for 10 seconds, and then he closed VR chat, but it kept going for, like, another 15, so it was like 25 seconds of him just being annoying dancing, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. And so me seeing him again, unblocking him and seeing the rat was like, flood of memories. Oh, right, I remember now. Go away. Was they a rat? How are you techno? I was playing Friday night for you. No, it was the start of your stream the other day. Was it? No, wasn't it? I thought it would have been Wednesday. I don't remember. I'm coming back. Hi, Kumi. Deserved, to be honest. Yulind forgot my birthday. Oopsie. That's amazing. Deserved, to be honest. Yulind, give me $400 so I can get full body tracking and sit on you. Hell no. You can get full body tracking for way less than 400. Chat, beat up the streamer in his microphone. Hi, Gail. I'm coming back. I'm okay. Long live Helium Yulind. Inflate him big and round. Hello, 100 days of Butland. Oh my god, that is 100. How are you, Errand? Errand? How are you, Air? Yulind also forgot my birthday. It's not today or yesterday. Really, dude? You just have an avatar of the gray fucking loading guy? You know what? I don't know why I unblock you. Your avatar's out of here forever. Fucking out of here forever. Yulind doesn't care about my birthday. Why is Air so very cute? Guys, I don't even really care about my own birthday. Remembering other people's birthday, there's literally 2 that I can remember. My mom's and my dad's. My mom's birthday is literal Christmas Day. And my dad's birthday is 7/11. So it's like really hard for me to fuck those up. Hi, Gesturation. Birthday's lost all meaning after your 21st. Even then, my 21st birthday was like, I didn't really care too much about it. I love you. You're pushing my buttons, Cairo. Even if you throw my heart away. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck keeps hitting my hand? Oh, this heart that Cairo keeps bringing back to me. I'm gonna fucking kick this guy, I swear. We're lunges. Hi, Measter. Why does Yulind sound weird? So normally, I have a mod mic on a magnet on the side. This thing is dead. It's like it's fucking up. I don't know if it's the mic or the headset, Matthews, but it keeps blowing up and blowing everybody's ears out. So I said, fuck it, we'll switch to the Vive Pro mic. The Vive Pro mic, for whatever reason, just sounds like this. I don't know why. Hi, Haxie. Hi, Logitech. It's very frustrating. It's stressing me the fuck out, but there's not really much I can do about it right now. He doesn't remember my birthday. I don't. My birthday is this Sunday. Hell yeah. Happy birth, Miss Techno. I love you if you throw my heart away, Cairo, again. I air. Cairo, may I please put the tail? Matthews, Matt. Strickland maintained. Have good Walkland. He broke his femboy voice changer, sadly. Why is the good boy Angie? I'm not even Angie! Oh, is Air the good boy? Okay. Air's the good boy? Wait, huh? Pout. No one remembers my birthday? Of course. Logitech, may I please pet the tail? We're lunges, right? I think I have like 3 more. What if that Cairo 0 HP? I did some monoliths this morning, Gale. I was messing more with my second character, my shaman. I made it a Beastmaster. Because, like, Thunder Totem works. But it's not something I, like, particularly care about. I'm just not gonna unhide him. I'm just not gonna unhide him. But I tried a Beastmaster build. The thing I've been really excited to try doesn't seem to work. I really wanted to do a bear pet with a scorpion pet, where the bear uses swipe every like 1 second or every 2 seconds, and that triggers your scorpion's Venom Nova, which clears the screen. But it doesn't seem like it works. You have swipe talented so that when you use swipe, it uses your closest companion's ability. But when your bear does swipe, it's supposed to take all of your talents, but it doesn't seem to trigger that ability proc. So it's just like, oh man. Not really easy to do a mixed Beastmaster setup. You mostly want to specialize into one. I'm not so much trying to do mixed. I was kind of just switching from Shaman to Beastmaster just because, like, Thunder Totem's neat. I just didn't want to play Thunder Totem. It's cool seeing the lightning, but, like, actually playing it, I'm just like, it's literally Engineer from Risk of Rain 2, where it's like, alright, turret. Like, it's just, it's a little too uninvolved even for me. Oh god, they're talking about WoW? Literally no one is talking about WoW, actually. We are talking about Last Epoch, which, I don't know if you ever liked Diablo or Path of Exile, Matthews, but Last Epoch is, it would probably be, if you were to like an ARPG, this would be the one you like, because it was literally 8 guys on Reddit that were like, man, Blizzard sucks. We should make our own action RPG. Let's do it. And they did it, and over, like, 8 years, they built up a team of, like, 200 people. They came out with the game. Pyro 0 HP, sure. Gale. Hi, Gale. Throne. Oh, what have you done, Trog? Not really easy to do a mix. Last Epoch, in fact, does play okay on the Steam Deck. Oh, hell yeah. Just do the Dance Femboy wrong game, Matt. I don't speak of WoW. Leave. Our own action RPG with blackjack and hookers. Damn Twitch giving me pop-ups to warning me, SMH. It's so clear that, like, people that play these games made Last Epoch. And I'm not saying the Path of Exile 2 devs don't, but, like, when you fight a boss, let's say that boss dies and then you die before you can loot it. That loot is gone. It's toasted. You say goodbye to it. And it sucks when you see something like a unique drop, because it's just like, well, that's gone forever. In Last Epoch, you kill a boss and then die, and it's like, okay, you get kicked out of this little portal or this room or whatever, and it resets everything. The loot that was on the ground comes with you. It's, like, very clear they have been in that situation before, and they said, nope, we're not fucking ruining your day with this. And so the loot goes with you when you respawn. That's fucking rad. I know this because that happened to me this morning. We're at Bendy's. Steffi, stop dying then, Yulind. I have literally died twice on this character. It has literally only been 2 times. I was kind of just, like, not paying attention and, like, walking through poison. It was my druid that switches between Spriggan and Stormblade. And it was just like, oh, oops, I should have been watching. Too many. It is honestly too many times. I shouldn't have died. Well, the first time, I don't think I was doing anything particularly, like, lazy. I think I might have just died because I bit off more than I could chew. But it wasn't like I was tabbed out or anything and just stood in shit. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Paladin's still deathless? You probably play hardcore, Gale. Oh god, okay. Trogdor said throne, let's fucking check it. What have you done? What have you done? I got a fucking, like, email notification as I was going live, and I was like, oh, what was that? Wait. You said throne. But I don't see anything there. Trogdor? Oh, I see. I see. You suggested a thing. Yeah, I am not getting a fucking $200 dance pole. This isn't my house. Also, how the fuck would I... We are not getting a dance pole. Absolutely not. I didn't reject it just now, but I guarantee you I will be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everything's lagging. What happens? Oh, boy. I should not have checked throne. I should not have checked throne. Hi, Space Fish. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, everything is fucking lagging. I'm trying to reopen Excess Overlay Windows. I'm not on hardcore, Tam. Really? You could be, but I'll teach you. Teach me what? Dancing? You don't know how to pole dance, do you? Oh, I know what I was gonna do. Lightly a fishy love really match. We're at Cammy Stretch. We're at Cammy Stretch. We've stopped lagging. Yay. I'm gonna unhide him. And if it's something stupid, I'm gonna kick him. It's stupid, but I'm not gonna kick him. They'll call you Mr. Glass when I'm through with you. Huh? Speaking of Cammy Stretch, Street Fighter 6 announced their next character. It's gonna be Elena, which I don't think her new look is bad. I very much prefer her classic one. Which do you like more, Ants? Classic or the new one? Watch your mouth. I think she's really great. I think she's good. I don't know. I don't like her pants, I think it is. I think they're both good. Okay. Yulind, punt that blue fucking meme. Just needs another costume? I have the curse situation, Ants, where in Street Fighter, my favorite character is Juri. I like her because she's crazy and she's got the open back shirts. That's not what people think you like Juri for. If you say you like Juri, it's immediately, oh, you're in defeat then. No. Whoa, Juri, Yulind. Yeah, I am. I could have done this on hardcore easily, but I decided to take it more chill and not be on hardcore. I'm just a happy little guy. I can't have anything nice around here. Haxie and ants. You know, punt that blue fucking bean. Her body design is good. Whoa, Jerry, Yulind, yeah, I am. Feetland. I'm also into Insane One. Hey, Air, guess what? Hi, Sammy. Lucky Chloe from Tekken is my favorite. I already said Heidi, didn't I? You get two. You get two highs. Some people have ruined silly public models for a lot of people by overusing them and being annoying. What did you say? Hey, Yulind, or hey, Air, guess what? And then shush. I'm like, did you do a thing? Won't say anything too high. Oh my god, I'm honored. We're at squats, right? One, 2, 3, 4. Cairo's toxic, oh my god. Yeah, Air, I know. We're putting up with him for now, but he's pushing the limits. Can you not? Can you just not today? I think we're at the 40-min plank. Cairo is a cutie. Cairo is actually so cute. It's just, then he opens his mouth, and what is that from? What is that from with the, you're so cute until you open your mouth? I forget what that is. Rats thinking they're cute, and it's just the annoying little brother behavior. Keep it going, Cairo. I'll join and change my Abby to the cum jar and go over to Cairo. If he opened his mouth, that's fine. Just can't talk. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was, I think it was two Hololive girls talking, and one of them was like, you're so pretty. You're just so pretty. You throw it all away once you open your mouth. And the other was like, what? Yulind is so cute until he opens his mouth, then he's cuter. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he keeps it open, Smug. Alright, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Proof light is faster than sound. You've seen bright, but then opened your mouth. Oh my god. That's fucking funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love that one. I would prefer if Yulind closed his mouth. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cairo XD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Genius is chasing Yulind, but he's faster. Oh my goodness. Ow. I like to think I'm pretty smart sometimes. I also get humbled regularly and think I'm really stupid often, but... What time are we at? 24:37? I'm very stupid. 10-min plank time? Okay. I actually woke up at like 6 this morning. It was like 5:40. And I woke up because of a headache. 25, start 20 in. So I'm very much like out of it right now. I have brain damage. Yulind has 2 brain cells, and they're both fighting for 3rd place. You can do it. You got it. Thank you. I am very much like You know when you just have a day where you don't feel 100%? Where you're just like, man, I'm tired and I haven't done anything? Straight back. Hi, North Princess. It is straight. I'm stupid unless I'm in my element. Too bad my element is non-existent. Ugh. 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 50 seconds down. I can see Cairo's feet, underside area, but my chat window is right there, so I can't see the rest of him. 70 seconds down. Oh god, it's a slow plank today. Oh, I wish it was faster. Steppies. They were talking about my emote in Media's chat today. Because she was saying she got an foot emote from Paper Talisman, and then everyone did. You said faster? You want harder too? I do not want harder. I do want faster. I want this over as fast as possible. When did you become a princess? I thought you were a prince. Did I miss some news? It was like 2-3 weeks ago. Pyro. What are we doing today? Hi, Dehi. Hi, Devilgated. Me a long time to notice too. Oh my god, Brutch, what voice is still here? It sure is. 40 more seconds. Hi, Big Deck. I love you. You are not showing it well right now, Cairo. Yeah, back on the 11th. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. The heat gaslight, they are or aren't finished. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. Oh my god. That was really bad the first minute. Felt like it was going really slow. And then it sped up and it was like, okay, this isn't so bad. Boy, Big, what do you mean? Don't worry, Kyle, I love you. 5 minutes left. Hi, yay, Big Deck King of Creed is waiting for you. Butlin. Why you always turn that way? Because if I don't turn this way, Dehi, everybody complains. Everybody complains. If I fall over like this, and I'm like, I'm so tired. But look, I get to look at you. Everybody goes, what the fuck, Yulind? What are you doing? Fuck you. Why'd you fall this way? This is supposed to be Butlin timed. You made me type Butland and you didn't even do it. Fuck you. And I'm like, ooh. I just don't want to get yelled at. I'll look forward to dealing with them tomorrow. Oh my goodness. We like to see the dumb feet. Wow. At everybody. I'll stop terrorizing you. What the fuck, Yulind? Hi, Joe. Forgive me if it's insensitive to ask. Is it a trans thing? Or princesses are cuter than princes? What the fuck, Yulind? What are you doing? Why did you fall this way? Yeah, I found out I'm trans. Oh, yeah, shot back here, go crazy. He literally just said he'd stop terrorizing. Hi, Kimmy. Smile, what the fuck, Yulind? What are you doing? Why'd you fall this way? Someone, you like soggy femboys, Yulind? No, I don't. I think that's a really weird name to pick. I don't know. I'm the type who, when I make a character in a game, I like them to have just I don't need like an RP name. But when I see like Soggy Femboys or Ants does it too. Ants picks a lot of names that are like what is your name in Last Epoch? I'm forgetting what it is. I see those names and I'm like, I would never pick a name like that. Lamau Bald, yeah, yeah. No, my druid name is bad. I can't believe it. Ayazu, ayo, that little blue guy came out your ass. Stop. Hell yeah, oh Coolio. Cairo not being a good boy. Good BN? Back to chat, I know, Cairo. And Reaper of Souls. Oh, God. Can't believe it. Pick names which remove others from their immersion based. I saw someone in PoE with the name Femboy Sandwich. Femboy Hot Dog Water. Good lord. You guys wait there. I'm gonna go change my trackers. You can't see me here. Dude, I have the new Vive cable, and it's got that, like, not new cable stiffness, but it's like, it's weird. It's not going the places I expect it to, and it keeps, like, snagging on the tracker on my back, and I'm like, oh, I hate this right now. I hate it. Does this? It does, hell yeah. We had to pet our cat for good luck. Our cat? I don't know if it's our cat. It might be like a stray cat. Yes, I like beat. Next question. Oh boy, Yulind Nichols. I'm pretty sure I walked past someone and they turned so quick to look. My next care named Yulind Ankles. Please no, looking respectfully. Rate your own feet. Mind your business. Elbows are trash. What's your opinion on elbows? Stay straight, trash cat. I'm combing to eat while you walk, dork. Okay, good for damage, bad aesthetically. Fix our trackers. I guess we're like ready to walk. We have not a bad video to start with, but it has the potential to go into a bad video, which is like, oh god. This one. Alright, goodbye, Angel Garden music. Chat, do this! I feel like I've forgotten something. I feel like I have missed something important, but I don't know what it is. Fat fiend. You left me in the Chow Garden? You literally left, and I'm still in the Chow Garden. What are you talking about? I didn't know I was around another person with trash opinions. I will let Friesta know she has competition. Pot friend, you forgot the plank. I don't think I did, Sammy. I don't think I forgot the plank. Never ping me again. Oh my goodness. Yesterday. Oh boy, walking time. Did you set up the cam for your up close face? I did. That's always the easiest camera to set up. Oh, I see something I forgot. I didn't turn my faces on. Oh. Oh boy, walking time. Plant Cairo 6 feet deep in the Chow Garden. Cairo can stay in the kindergarten. We can play around and frolic in the Chow Garden, the Dark Chow Garden, and the Hero Chow Garden. And he can stay in daycare in the kindergarten with the gross doctor over there. I won't grow if you plant me that deep. Beach episode, tax paid. Did he ever leave kindergarten? What the fuck's about? If you haven't grown by now, there's no chance for you. Dude, I was the shortest in high school. Oh. I think the YouTube froze for a second. I was the shortest guy in high school. And I kept being like, hi, Jer. The girl I like, I'm gonna ask her out. Once I have a growth spurt, once I'm taller than her, I'll ask her out. That never happened. I stayed short all through high school and just never like had that growth spurt. And I remember thinking in like senior year of high school, it was like, wait a minute. That thing I was waiting for never happened. Oh, shit. Honest to God, I basically look the same I did when I was 19. So I bought this strawberry Fanta. It tastes like carbonated melted slush. Is that good? I could see slush being okay, but unless, I feel like you're using it as like dirty slush. So you became the girlfriend. Never grew taller, only grew a bigger personality. Strawberry Fanta fucks. Oh, Sammy. For me, I grow bigger too. Cairo, they were talking to me. It was a very important lesson in my life. Of like, don't wait for the perfect moment stuff. Just get stuff done. Cause like, I fumbled that so massively in high school, right? It taught me to like, not wait until things are perfect. Which I see a lot of people do with streaming and stuff. A lot of people will be like, I can't stream until I get my model done. I can't stream until I upgrade my computer. I can't stream until this happens. And it's like, unless you were investing literal thousands of dollars in a model, and like, you've been pushing Twitter and have tens of thousands of followers, and you are doing like a big debut event, just do it. Literally just do the thing you want to do. And it might suck at first, but just get it started, because you're never going to get that like, oh, my tracker on my leg just came undone. You're never going to get that like perfect moment of exactly what you want, right? And a lot of people just wait for stuff like that in real life as well. They'll do like, you know, I'm not gonna date people until I get my life together. I'm not going to do this thing until I get a real job, until I do this. And it's like, just don't wait. You're never going to have your life so together that everything's perfect for that. I couldn't stream until I put my brain back in my skull. Cairo, there's literally no way, dog. Like a slushie? Movie theater slushies? Okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. Hi, Ants, lying ass. How are you, North? Strawberry Fanta sucks. If I speak. Hi, Kimmy. I can't stream until I want to stream. I don't wanna. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously. Personally think strawberry is the worst flavoring for things. What video is this? This is walking through Nar Shaddaa. It is one of the earlier Star Wars zones. Ina.
No, Yena. You said Nar Shaddaa. I said Yena.
No.
Yena, yeah.
Nah. Why do you keep saying yeah? It's nah.
Yena.
No!
Yeah, no.
Are you stupid?
Oh god.
But real strawberries rock, there's no accounting for taste. Cairo, come here so I can grab your ears, please, and thank you. Worse than cotton candy flavor. What the fuck is cotton candy flavor? Don't just say blue. Must cuddle Yulind.
Semen.
I'm gonna strangle you. No, if I'm drinking a soda, I want it to taste like soda, not melt a slushy. I'm gonna fucking...
That's a punishment.
I'm gonna fucking destroy all your toys. That's what I'm gonna do.
What?
That's a real
That's
threat.
That's
Yeah.
cruel.
Yeah, it is. But if I'm like, I'm gonna strangle you, they're like, please and thank you.
Understandable.
Search.
Blue flavor is also good. Okay, Sammy. Who's a cute redhead? That's Kimmy. Kersey in chat. Me when I'm in a busted palette
No.
competition and my opponent is chat.
Isn't that the famous milk seepage?
What? I feel like I heard you wrong. But I heard, isn't that the famous milk seepage?
Well, isn't online.
Huh. How did my phone autocorrect you into John? Voice to text is whack. John, that's it. You're going to jail. Who the fuck is John,
Soggy
Cairo?
femboys.
You're just trying to say shit to throw me off now. Fuck. Don't destroy my toys. Air doesn't deserve to be destroyed. They might like it, though. Cairo, he's now John Yulind. God. Shut up, Gerald. What a fuck. Air, you're kind of taken astray there, but Smile just wanted to include you because they wanted to call you a toy. But I was talking about destroying Kimmy's toys.
Wait. Since I am a toy, and you're destroying my toys, are you destroying me?
No, because you're not your own toy.
Yeah, but it could be other people's toys.
I'm not destroying their toys, I'm just destroying yours.
Damn.
We're gonna take bolt cutters and every single cage just opened.
What the
Unusable.
fuck?
Completely ruined.
Let's say this is an absolute win.
Damn. What
Just
the
the DM's fair, Gale. Unsubscribes Kersey from FF14.
What the hell?
Not
Oh my
completely.
god, that's the RCE drama.
Yeah?
Yeah. Some individual was like in a relationship, streamer by the way, and like cheating on with their partner.
Oh.
Yeah. Highly memeable individual as well.
Hi, Smug. I actually knew I'm friends with somebody that was in some FF14 drama a couple months ago. Hi, Yuki. Yuki, I don't actually like being called Helium Lind. I kind of don't want that to become a thing that you say in every chat. No, I really don't.
No. You don't want to be blown up like a balloon and inflated?
No, I don't. Or it's just your name is probably Eno or something. So I'm gonna be Precious Lind, if I speak. Do I just time Cairo out for 20 hours? Do I just
Cairo,
put him in timeout? Yes. Oh my god, it feels like he's fucking trying today. No, what was his name? It was, shit, what was his name? He was like trying to get with every girl and apparently super, thirsty. But like, I knew Liffy, and Liffy and him did a bunch of stuff together for years. Hi, Dino Zoomies. I wish I could remember his name. Smoochland. He's being an ass.
Creator?
Kind of. I don't think they did much, like, raid progression stuff. They were more of a, like, just FF14 content creator that did, like, costume stuff. But
I don't know, man.
I wish I could remember his name. He's being an ass, intentionally knowing it bugs you. Good morning, happy Friday, meow. Boy. I would like to ask them if I can pet their tail. They'd probably let you. I'd shoot him if I was mod, don't underestimate me. Thank God it don't got that in it. I can't estimate it all, sure. Paramount, please cuddle you. If I play 14, I don't think I'll focus on the endgame. I would just want to be a bard. Just a bard?
That's just an unfortunate existence, but you know.
When I played 14, I really wanted to do housing stuff. And as anybody knows, housing stuff is expensive and sometimes bullshit trying to get the right house and...
Not if you live in OCE.
True.
Free houses for everybody.
Yeah, so I
Would you
can...
believe me if I said I earned free houses in FF?
Yeah, of course I would.
I have like 2 in RC and 1 on EU.
Mm-hmm. No, I want to push the people who just play music in town into the water, get a job. I understand the people who do it when AFK, right? When you're AFK and you're like, okay, I'm leaving my computer on. Play through these songs almost like a, you know, a YouTube, radio station. Okay, sure. Or when you, like, have it ready to just, when you're hanging out, chilling with people, sure. The people that are, like, actively there for, like, hours every day, I'm like, oh God. I mean, if this is fun for you, I guess you're living your best life, but oh God, dude. Fucking, I know. Fine, I guess I won't show any more music stuff
Don't
to you,
call me out
Lister.
like that.
What?
I don't just AFK and do nothing, I promise.
I'm literally saying if you AFK, that's fine. But if you're actively there doing bard stuff and like this, that's the game for you.
Okay,
Sitting in
actually, not for
Limsa.
half of them, yes.
Sitting in Limsa for 6 hours, just like playing bard stuff and talking to people. That's like, I mean, live your
Look.
best life, but
There's subscription, I guess.
yeah. My dog doesn't like having its tail pulled
I
up.
don't agree with it.
I don't like when my hair is pulled on. I'm not insinuating anything.
Pulling my hair.
I know. Fuck it, bro, it's your life. Cairo ignores me. Can you not be a fucking prick? I barely know. It's Banter's North. Okay. Let's... I really like both of you, so I guess pretend you two don't exist. Only for 6 hours. 6 hours every day, though. Only for 6 hours. I have 99 bank standing in RuneScape. I'll have you know. What is 99 bank
I
standing?
could never get into.
I tried. All of my friends were in middle school. And I remember I got to level 28, and then I was just like, why the fuck am I playing this game that looks like it was drawn by crayons? I'm gonna go play Diablo 2. It wasn't your hair I wanted to pull on. 92 is half of 99. What's that mean? Tell me you're a gamer without telling me you're a gamer. 92 is half of 99. There are people in Limsa that stand there for like 16 hours or more daily. Hi, Ronmu. Hi, Unknown. Oh. No, level 92 is half the XP you need to get to 99? Yes. Yes. What did I do yesterday? We played Tales. I don't think we actually did too much in Tales. We got a character that left the party back. We unlocked the next transportation thing, which is kind of weird. Because we went like 15 to 20 hours with the boat. And then it feels like we went 5 and now we can fly. Like we just had... We got the first level of transportation, we just instantly upgraded to the second level. Paying money to AFK and just add to noise pollution is wild. Let me go to Limsa to grab FC actions anyway. What? Well, so, okay. I agree that's wild. I don't know if I'd call it noise pollution. I mean, it is. It literally just is noise pollution. But at the same time, it's kind of cool. Like, I really like that about Final Fantasy. That you can go to a town and the heavily populated areas sound like a town. That's like a really cool feature that's like, if there's people here, it sounds like people. It's like more people playing
most people get cold anyway from being able to see them, so even if there's a bard playing, they're probably going to get cold from your existence because there's too many people.
Well, so the amount of people playing music there, that part can be noisy. But if they have like 10 people, in a tight spot, they start playing like a crowd sound effect. It sounds like a crowd. I like that if there are people there, the audio changes. Yeah, that's the part I like. If they're all spamming music and like emotes, then I'm like, okay. Once I can hear the Lalafell spamming whatever obnoxious shrill emote they have, then I'm into it less, but if you think 92 is half 99, you're either in elementary school or you don't touch grass. We forget how young air is.
I must be tripping. I swear to God, I heard the fucking DBM sound.
Death roll me 100 gold? Hell no. Think I care a lot less even my main bard? Because I've seen copy-paste MIDI songs in games for decades? Yeah. I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, Yulind. Hell yeah. I haven't played it in close to a year at this point. I'll agree, it got old. We fishing real fast. It ruined web fishing for me. The closest I came... Well, not the closest. The most I ever came to, like, doing music stuff in a game was Warframe. I would make Mandicord songs, and I had, like, 10 saved to my Mandicord. That was fun. I had a few people recognize the songs. People were like, "Is this Popipo from Vocaloid?" And it was like, "Yeah." I had the Song of Storms. I had the Epic Sax guy. Those are the 3 I used the most. People's annoying ass friends joining who can't read the room. Even if I were a senior citizen, I wouldn't play MMOs. Like I don't play them now. How do I word this? There are people that I really, really like, that I think are super cool, that they get in a mood of, like, sharing something, and I have had to develop the skill of cutting them off. I've literally had to be like, hey, this is cool and I'd love to hear about it later, but now is not the time for it. And, like, it's me, that's me. It is neither of you. Wow.
It's me.
It is very much like they want a tism rant about it, and they just do not understand that literally no one else wants to hear about it right now. And I just have learned how to be like, hey, I would love to hear about this later. Now is not a good time for that.
You don't want to hear about the train collection?
No, I don't. And most of the time they immediately recognize it. And be like, oh, I didn't know I was, ranting on this. My bad. I didn't mean to ruin everything. And I'm like, no, you're not ruining everything. It's just I want to hear about this later, right? I've had one or two that are like, I really need to talk about this now. And I've had to been like, okay, no. I can't read rooms. I can barely read words. It's me. That's me. I'm a cat boy in Final Fantasy XIV. Wow. I'll actually say it's not Cairo. Only used one song on Octavia. That was Gangplank Galleon. Okay, that's not a bad one. You did it the other day. As much as I give him that's not a fault of his, he hates me. Literally none of you that are talking right now do this. I could see Yuki doing this, but she hasn't with me. It's me whenever I have to go to bed. You'll just mute me out instead of giving me goodnight kisses. Do what? Tism rant. So I'm Yulind. This has so many colors I can taste them. Doesn't rant about or show off irrelevant stuff. Do what? Tism ranting is... We both know I do. You haven't done it. Oh, yeah, I do this sometimes. I haven't seen you do it, Sammy. You haven't been like... Okay, an example is like... Somebody joins on me. And like Star Wars gets mentioned. And they want to tell me about the 501st. And then the Vader side stories. And then like the entire history of Mandalore. And I've like tried to move away from Star Wars like 2 times and they keep bringing it back. And I've had to be like, we're not talking about Star Wars right now. I would love to talk to you about this later. But right now we're going to move on. Hey man, cut it out. I just don't want to do them too often. But now I get exactly who you're talking about, Eris. I haven't seen Eris do it. I do, just not in VR chat, and I normally do it before I actually send in chat. It's just as funny, so don't do this to yourself. Hi, Juice. He's helium mode. Yeah. I tism rant all the time when I get really heated. But I do it by myself in the shower, so unless you want to join me, you won't have to hear my rants. It's not even that I, don't want to hear them. I actually, don't mind talking to somebody who's really passionate about something and wants to talk about it for hours. Guys, when I finish streaming, my energy is, up here for the stream, and then I finish, and it goes down. And I am very much ready to just lay down in VR and fall asleep listening to somebody talk about something. Ellie, when she joins, she's a yapper. And I will get so comfortable just listening to her that I will just fall asleep on her all the time. I like listening to people talk. It's just in the middle of my stream or in a group thing where there's 10 of us and there's a thing we're doing, or clearly people are trying to discuss something else and they keep coming back to it. That's when I'll be like, hey, not now. Oh, so you want to hear my rant? Well, if you insist on coming to the shower with me, I don't mind it either. It's really just a thing that's not perfect for every situation. Exactly. I want to yap with Ellie. Yeah, Ellie can yap with the best of them. I love yapping with Ellie. Ellie is Ellie is a good yapper. I think for a little bit, I was fucking conditioned to, like, fall asleep on her. And it became a point where she was like, I'm boring. Yulind always just falls asleep when I talk. And I was like, I just get comfy, I'm sorry. I don't mean to fall asleep on you. She's like, okay. I guess it's sort of a compliment. I just wish you'd want to listen to me more. Yulind? God damn it, Yulind, did you fall asleep? And I'm just like, no, what were you saying? I would literally just fall asleep on her mid-sentence all the time. I don't have the memory to be a yapper. Nodders, steppies. I don't know if you knew this, Sammy. There's actually 2 steppy emotes. One of them is Discord only. I felt like it would have been fucking pushing it to put that one on Twitch. I saw it. Yeah, the other one is a little bit more degenerate. Steph with gasm face. Yup. I didn't commission it, by the way, Sammy. I did not commission that emote. There was somebody...
Yuland's a freak, he definitely did.
Damn it. There's somebody who used to hang out fairly often. I haven't seen them in a while. Their account has been deleted on Discord, so... I feel like they got in trouble with something. But their name was Pete-chan. And they asked me, if I commission an emote for you, will you upload it? And I should have thought, what fucking emote are you going to request? But I didn't. I just said, oh my god, you'd commission an emote for me? You don't have to do that, but that really means a lot to me. I'd super appreciate that. Of course I would. Didn't you ban them? No. Absolutely not. They went and commissioned Paper Talisman for the foot emote. And they're like, you said you'd add this. Here it is. And I was like, a fucking step emote? And they were like, my name is Fee-chan. Of course it's a step emote. And I was like, yeah, fucking fair. Shit. Okay. So we added it. And now, people go around spreading this around Twitch. And all of my friends are like, Yulind has a foot emote? Yulind would have a foot emote. And I'm like, no! SMH, Yulind never listens to me. What do you mean I don't listen to you? What? You can't just simp for your own ass. Oh, yes, they can. Have you seen it? There's places you can see it. Yes. No such thing as bad advertising, even steppies? I haven't. I think it's Blue Sky that you can see it. I think there's bad advertising. I think it depends on what type of community you're growing also, right? If you're trying to get, like, ad revenue and just get clicks and views, there's no bad advertising. If you're trying to, like, have a community that isn't hated, I think there's bad advertising. I have my own ass to look at on Blue Sky. Yeah, okay, North, but you know damn well you're not just going to look at your ass. You're going to look at a whole bunch of other asses. I know this because you repost a whole bunch of other asses, and I get to see them on my timeline. Why can't you simp for your own ass? And Forion says I almost never talk, and therefore they can't listen. You have talked. I've heard your voice once or twice, and I listened. You can't say, I don't listen, when I'm 2 for 2 for listening, Kumi. That's not fair. This is how she bullies me.
Oh.
I prune weeds and invasive species for my community like Gardener of the Year. I I don't. I am way too lenient with people, and I give them the chance to mess up first. I'm an ant, I understand the application of pesticides, I know. There's a lot of people that, like, they give a really bad first impression. I give them 2 chances. There's a lot of people that give, like, a really bad first impression. Or, they look like they should be, you know, pruned. So, like, bots. My Discord server gets a lot of bots. I pretty much get 1 to 2 a day. And if I see somebody join with an account created 2 months ago, and they have no mutual friends or servers, I'm looking at that and I'm like, this is a fucking bot. I know it is. But I'm really scared of, like, somebody finding the channel, lurking. Hi, Danny. And then they're like, oh, this is cool, join the Discord. And then they just get banned. They're like, what did I do? I don't like the, you have to know somebody already to get into the Discord. I constantly mess up, but it's okay. I earn my keep with my other skills. What I really need to do is set up the, like, 4 questions gate of Discord, where it's like, are you a bot? No. Did you read this question? Yes. I need to set up the onboarding better. I always give 2 bad impressions first thing, so they know I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works, actually. I don't think you're stupid. This video, this should have been 2 videos. But I didn't realize that there was an Empire Narshada and a Republic Narshada. The next statement is true. The previous statement is false. Yulind is best cutie. Your mom. I need a drink. Yeah, what's with her? Dude, I have, like, it's not a hangnail, but it's a split nail.
Mhm.
And I keep touching my face and feeling it, and I'm like, oh god, I want to cut this so bad. But the app session that goes too long. At work, someone used the ELMO acronym, standing for enough, let's move on, as an indicator to cut things short. That absolutely sounds like a whole work bullshit thing that they have to come up with an acronym. That really does sound like, oh god, we have to treat the adults like children to get shit done. I imagine it's effective. I imagine it does help. I just feel like if I was talking about something and somebody said, hey, let's Elmo this, I'd be like, did you just fucking Elmo me? You fucking serious, dude? What the fuck? Idge-Bowl? I don't know what the B is. I don't know what the Idge-Bowl is. Do you really want to listen to a coder speak for 3 hours talking about code? Going line by line? No, of course not. I just burst out laughing, busted. Of course not. But if a coder starts talking 3 hours about code, you know, I'm gonna cut them off with, hey, most of us aren't gonna understand the code here. Let's try to put it in more layman terms or move on. To have an acronym that's like, hey, Elmo, is a little like, that just sounds a little silly. 98% chance I fall asleep to you laughing. Or to you yapping. Coding, you're a little silly. Sometimes. I tell you what I am today. I am so fucking tired. I do not like waking up at 6 a.m. Why is Yulind so heckin' cute? What do you mean? 90% chance I'm not paying attention. Too much Last Epoch? No, ants. I played Last Epoch last night. I went to bed fairly soon after you. And then I just woke up at 6 a.m. with a headache. And it was a bad one.
I played more Last Epoch.
I did play more Last Epoch once I woke up, but I literally couldn't go back to sleep. I don't know about you guys, but when I have a headache, there is no falling asleep for me. Dude, I was exhausted this morning. I went to bed immediately, but I just kept waking up. That sucks. And why is Yulind so fucking cute? I don't know. But thank you. No, if I woke up at 4 a.m., I could take an Advil, wait 30 minutes for that to kick in. Once the headache goes away, I could go back to sleep and get some decent sleep. Waking up at 6 is if I fall asleep now, I'm not gonna get a sleep that is uninterrupted. I'm gonna wake up to my alarm, and I'm gonna feel bad. So I need to just stay up and be tired. I hate it. 6 is the worst time to wake up for me. There was also some really loud storms last night. It was fucking hailing at one point last night. As I was falling asleep, it was 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and I was hearing hail hit the window. I just use acronyms to make my entire paragraph of long sentences easier to read and understand. Hope you appreciate the effort I put in for comfort and ease. If you use that in a workplace environment, Smile, you would get a notice of termination. There was nearly 6-inch hail in Texas yesterday. Good lord. I was so tired this morning, and I'm still so tired. I woke up at 6, looked at Last Epoch, tested things on my shaman, had bad results, which sucks. And then I started looking for news stories to talk about today. Didn't actually find that much. And at one point I blinked. At one point it was 8:20, 8:25. And I opened my eyes and it was 8:44. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to start getting ready at 8:40. 8:44? Where did the fucking time go? And then I started rushing to get ready. Okay, Ryosho. Who? Think if you use that in a workplace, they'd boil you in the conference room. Gumi, he isn't aware. Limbus company character speaks in nonsense acronyms. And always has to have someone else translate. Also, she stabs people. Oh god. You had me at stabs people. Why is that the thing that gets your attention? Oh, no, we are... we're napping after the walk today. And I'm going to pass the fuck out. And then when we wake up, Cairo's going to play French game. And I told him I'd join him for that. Mm-hmm. He's gonna play the French game.
French game?
Shit, what is it? Expedition 33? It's a JRPG like Persona.
JRPG French game.
Yep. What's that you got there, Smile? A knife? Yeah, that's it. No! A knife. JRPG like Persona. FRPG. I'm playing you. You were the one that said it's like Persona! I hate this guy. Literally compared it. He was talking to somebody about it. And he's like, I'm gonna play Expedition 33. it's an old school JRPG like Final Fantasy and Persona. And I was like, okay, so that's what I can compare it to. And now I do, and he's like, how dare you say this? I'm playing you. What? I did not say that.
I can't believe Cairo isn't here.
You 100% said that. I don't remember where you said it. I think it was like last night. But I very specifically remember you saying it's a JRPG like Persona in another one. Being privately flayed by Yulind blush. Don't blush at that. I don't want to flay anybody.
Meow.
I just want to take a nap.
You should sleepwalk.
Cairo says something. Yulind quotes him perfectly. Cairo, how dare you put stuff in my mouth? Oh my god. Yulind wants to be flayed instead. I don't. I am so pain averse, Gale. I'll joke about being a masochist in Twitch chats, right? Because, haha, for the funny. I'll always, go for the joke. But then when people start taking it seriously, so like years ago in Proxy stream, I made a masochist joke. And for years, people were like, yeah, because you're a masochist. I was like, no, I'm not. Quotes from me under the influence or from a different person. Smile, duh. Okay. Putting stuff in Cairo's mouth, gasp. You gonna stream it? But you're always under the influence. When are you being influenced by stuff, Cairo? I believe they are planning to stream Expedition 33, yes.
They're gonna stream them getting their mouth filled by Yulind? What the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't know about our Blue Twitch collab?
Let's go.
Always under the influence of Yulind. I'm so sad. I was really looking forward to visiting Barisu and Oni and Eto this weekend, and then it all just kind of fell apart. When I visited, Barisu and I, we're planning to record stuff. That can't really happen now. Unless she is still there in June. But that was a little bit of the plan. Always under the threat of ants. You had committed to the Blue Twitch clan? You cannot break our hearts now. I was not about to spend... It was like $400 or $500 just to visit. The whole point of... Not the whole point. But part of the reason I was visiting was like, oh, it's really not going to be that, like, expensive to visit. It's just going to take 10 hours of driving. I could mobilize hundreds of troops.
Is there a new location closer to you?
Is there a what?
Is there a new location closer to you?
I'm actually not sure how close the new location is. I think it actually might be.
I don't know where they were previously, but I think I know where they are currently.
I know where they are currently. It's where they're going. So it was going to be it was going to be a trip for this weekend. Like literally I would have streamed today and then just driven down there. And it would have been a 5.5 hour drive. Their new location, I think it's either going to be a little bit closer or about the same distance. But I don't really want to visit Farisu there. Because, where she's going to be living in the new place, I don't actually even know who she's living with. But I don't know them. So I don't really want to see them. The current place is Etoile and Onairunati. And I love both of those two. So it would have been like visiting 3 friends. I miss Eto. Yeah, she streams a lot less. She did she started an Ocarina of Time speedrun recently. But it crashed when she was in, I think, the Forest Temple? That or the Graveyard. And it literally wiped all of her progress. And she was like, well, I'm a little less into this now. And it was like, yeah, fair. Kind of her fault for not saving, but that's how that went. I need a lap to sleep on. Where's Shine when you need him? I have like 2 fucking sleepy people here and they aren't cuddling. One slides over to the other. Boo. How dare they not cuddle? Yeah.
I'm awkward, okay?
Imagine having friends to cuddle with. You could, Eric. You just choose to not be on for the naps. And you choose to be in a fucking chow model in VR chat all the time. Which, when we're walking, perfect. And when you know anything else. Granted, you can be whatever you want to. But then when we get to the cuddling, you stay in the chow model. It's like, alright. I don't have a VR headset. So? You know what Go-Go Loco is. Just sleep on Yulin's butt. It'll reach shelf status eventually. Oi! Will someone cuddle me in my Knuckles avatar? No. Speaking of sleepy people, I'm going to pass out now. I'm taking this with me, Air. Good night, Smiling Air. Sleep well. No! I am the shelf for naps. Hug. Anytime I nap with ants, they're laying down and I'm just fucking clinging to them. My head on their shoulder. Which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, isn't it bad for you to sleep on your back, ants? Isn't that when you get nightmares? Bye, Air. The Chow model will speak. So it makes sense for Air to keep using it. Oh, the Chow model is amazing. I love it. I don't want to cuddle with it. I make the sacrifice if someone is sleeping on me. And you can be on your side and like I'll just cuddle you when you're on your side. I don't need to have my head on your shoulder. I can like have it against your tummy. Oh my god. I'm now realizing, like, wait a minute. You can't be on your back. No. Do I have to start like telling you how to sleep like I did with Ellie? Dude, Ellie cannot sleep on her right side. If she does, she gets like acid reflux. She has to sleep on her back or her left side. And so like I'll lay down, somebody will go to my right. And Ellie will like form in and like be on her right on my left. And I'm like, you two switch. And the other person will be like, no, it's okay. And Ellie's like, no, I can sleep on this. I'm like, Ellie, shut up. I'm literally going to hear about this later. How you can't sleep on your right side. Get on your left side. So I mean Ellie cuddle face to face now. I'm right side in VR. I have had to tell Ellie so many times, get off your right, switch sides. And she'll be like, oh, I didn't want to, be difficult. And it's like, well, you're going to be difficult later if I have to hear about your acid reflux. Switch fucking now. There's been so many times where she's like, I took so much tummy medication. I don't need to. then she does, and I hear, like, I get DMs 3 hours later. Oh, my stomach is fucking killing me. I'm the same way. Still sleeping on my left side all night. When I fucked up my shoulder. Ah, that sucks. Hi, Leon. I should cuddle with Ellie more if she wants. I'm okay sleeping on my right, left, or back. With my back, if I stay there for too long, my headset starts pushing into my head and it gets uncomfortable. With my left and right, I can do that for like 2 hours, and then my earphones start like kind of pushing into my ears and hurting. If I fall asleep, where were you here? We're in the Angel Garden. Up the stairs. If I fall asleep, I don't feel any pain. But like trying to fall asleep, if I have to fall asleep in that time limit, and if I don't, I'm hecked. I cannot sleep on my back. Huh? I mean, the only case where the dog should default quest traps could be useful. Hi, Archangel. Has Air still not found us?
Find these nuts. Wait.
So the person we were talking about just a moment ago, Etoile Doll, she showed a clip on her stream of one of her mods that sent her a care package. Yeah, see, this I could cuddle with. You happy? Although, no, because I said on stream, you're perfect as a chow, but you took that as, oh my god, I'm gonna do this. There's the fucking bottom text. It's just when we're cuddling that I don't want to cuddle a chow. Shut the hell up. No, you're being difficult. You heard one thing and you fixated on the other. Because you wanted to be a little brat and be like, see, look at this, I'm fixing it. Da-da-da-da-da. Short ass? Yeah, okay, buddy. 510 streak is unreal. I didn't know that feature even existed for that long. I don't think it did, Leon. I think it's at like 490 days. It's just that there was a few months where we were streaming 8 days a week, or 8 times a week, and Archangel was hitting all 8 of those. Is that your IRL height? No. Hi, Chocolate. Hello. Oh, wow. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. When I fall asleep in VR, I start on my back. I like cuddling up to somebody. I like moving to my side. But at the same time, I don't like to fuck up the cuddle politics. If I'm in the middle, I feel like I have to be on my side. Unless someone specifically wants me to be the little spoon. But if I'm on my back, hi, love. The last thing I want is to like turn over onto my left and the person on my right be like, oh, okay, Yulind didn't want to look at me. Guess I'll go fuck myself. I worry about stupid shit like that. And I want everybody to feel welcome and happy. Hi, Yulind, my love. Hi. Freya. I bought a new computer. All the parts arrived today. I'm hoping that fixes a lot of my problems. Pay taxes for beach day. Yay. I'll be real, cuddle politics was not in my 2025 word bingo. Cuddle politics is so fucking stupid. But like, I don't want anybody to feel like left out. I don't want anybody to feel unincluded, uninvolved. I only lay on my back when we cuddle. Oh, I'm not gonna sleep much, Yulind. Okay. Been leaning towards you. So you still have pillows? And then I can snooze. Also, you're talking about mod care package? Mod care package. What is the mod care package? Hi, hun. Stweak. 3 consecutive. I appeared once with this Rusk accidentally in that fucking train map. Well, I can't contribute more than 2K. Honestly, Danny, I can't change the values for taxes, and it bugs the shit out of me. That's 12 mod care. Right. Okay. I wish I could change the value that you could pay taxes to be a set amount. Right now, it's minimum 100, max 2,000, and I can't change that. What I would like to do is make it 100 max, so that everybody is saving points, and you're not like, because the people that pay taxes, 2,000 a day is like, I don't even know if you get 2,000 a day. Oh no, Kairo's infected you with memory loss. This mod care package. So this streamer, I don't know her name. A mod sends her a package, and she opens it up, and it's like just a wooden letter. It's just a D. Like the type that you would find at Hallmark that you put up on the shelf. And she opens another, and it's another D. She opens another, and it's just another D. She's like, why are you sending me these letters? They're all just the letter D. And you all sent me a package of nuts? Why did you send me D's and nuts? You sent me D's nuts! Why am I catching strays? He's taxing us more than our income. You have autoclaim. If you have autoclaim, you do. I do have autoclaim, but it's a direct. I don't miss. Lurk, have fun walking, cuties. Buy chocolate, D. The dude sent her like 5 D's, and then a little like package thing of nuts. And she didn't get it until she goes, why did you send me D's and nuts? And then the just fucking gong goes off in her head, and she's like, oh no, this motherfucker sent me D's nuts. Autoclaim does not affect the amount of points earned. It does, because you don't miss. If you are not autoclaiming, you could get the same amount as autoclaim, but it's very likely that you miss some and get less. I got them. Actually, they get stored? What do you mean they get stored? If you don't click on channel points for 3 days, and then you click it, you're gonna get like 6,000? Whoa, what? Yeah, I would want to see Twitch saying that. Because that sounds like a what the? I've never heard of this before. As long as you watch that's the case, I would want to verify that. I'm not necessarily saying I don't believe you, but I am skeptical. I can't believe Trogdor suggested a fucking stripper pole. I don't know. I don't think I'd want a stripper pole, even if I like had my own place. But not having my own place, I literally cannot put in a stripper pole. And I'll be honest, I don't really want to. Exclamation point thrown. That's not how that works, Ronmu. I can't put links to it. Gun. You know the rules, Ron. if it has lewd and degenerate stuff, I can't put a link to it. And that's the whole point of the throne. Have lewd degenerate shit there. I'm Micaiah. Hi, princess. Oh shit! I didn't do my login stuff for Monster Hunter yesterday. I gotta do that. I think if I did it right after my nap, I'd still get that. Oh, but like, it's not that big a deal. The event goes for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I could miss a day. I only need 3 more of the Blossom Dance tickets, and I'm pretty sure I get them the next set of bounties. 2.5 miles. I'm pretty sure we're close to the end of... Actually, no. We've got like... 15 more minutes? 12 more minutes of this video? The event ends May 6th. Yeah, I got plenty of time then. What game is this walkthrough? This is Star Wars The Old Republic. It's the Star Wars MMO from like 2011, 2012? Oh shit, it might have been 2013. I know it came out when Cataclysm was out. Oh shit, that's awesome. Yeah, this is Nar Shaddaa. There's 4 starter planets. And then after your starter planet, you go to kind of like the capital world of your faction. So Coruscant or Droman Kos. And after that, you go to your faction's not starter planet, but like after city planet. So for the Republic Taurus, for the Empire Balmora, and both of those then go to Nar Shaddaa, which is the first like neutral planet that both factions can go to. However, they're separated. They see each other in towns, but when they actually go out to quests in areas, they don't see each other. This is a Glorp shitto. I have a prom walkers. 2011, okay. God, 14 years ago? Well, I guess it's the end of 2011, so that's more like 13, but... Finished making coffee at the exact moment I finished making tortellini with sauce. Ask yourself this, chocolate. I have an undrunk coffee with milk, and I don't want it spoiling, but my tummy full of what do? Oh, you messed up. What you should have asked yourself, chocolate, was... Do I like coffee? And do I like tortellini with sauce? And if the answer is yes to both of those, then obviously you should have added them together. Because 2 positive things are going to make a more positive thing, right? So, like, you should have put the coffee in the tortellini. What the frick? I'll drink it. Drink it anyways, Chocolate Fitzgerald. Why did I not think you were gonna say that? In my experience, milk spoils a lot slower than you'd think. Yeah. Yulind and I had the exact same thought. Thank you, Walkers. You always know what to tell me. To be a functioning human being. Unfunctions your being human. I'm like, oh god, what video do we get next? Oh god, what video do we get next? Anytime. I have a League of Legends story for you. So I was scrolling Reddit. I'm not subscribed to the League of Legends subreddit, but it shows up constantly in the when I go to the all page of Reddit. And this one guy was like, guys, I hate Riven. I hate this fucking champion. If she's on the enemy team, she loses. If she's on my team loses. This champion is so bad, I never see her win. Even when she wins lane, she does not win game. It is literally better for me to dodge than to have a Riven on my team. What does she do? Like, what is even the fucking point of this champion? Please convince me that this champion does something. Riven mains, I'm literally attacking you. The very first comment was somebody going, fun fact, did you know Riven is an anagram for Ivern? Like, they just didn't even give a shit. It was just, Riven is an anagram for Ivern. And I was like, yeah, okay, that about sums it up. I think Riven is really pretty. Aesthetically, she might be my favorite champion. But my god, I could never play her to save my life. Weaving auto attacks in her Qs was just too much for me. Hi, Allion. Hi. Anytime gonna be a Minecraft video? If it was a Minecraft video, that'd be nice. I would technically need 2 Minecraft videos. I need something that's like 45 minutes. We cast both. It's so delicious. My tummy. Ow, Hoth. League Reddit. Alright, I'm out of here. I usually don't want to talk about the games that you guys don't really like, right? I like to talk about something adjacent to them that I think you'd still find funny. Your voice is glitching a bit? Yeah. I normally have a mod mic, Allion. But it's dying? No, it's not just you. I normally have a mod mic. It has been dying, and while it sounds better, it will just die and be very loud and screechy and blow your ears up. Your ears, not mine. It would blow your ears up. And so I'm not using it, I'm using my mod mic, or my Vive Pro mic. And my Vive Pro mic is just ass. It's just ass. A League is good if you look past being shit and play with friends. Oh god, Vive Pro Mike Lamau. I enjoy League of Legends with a 5-sec. If it's me and 4 friends, then it's a great time. Hi, Safi. League of Legends, I think, is actually a very well-made game. It's just a god-awful community. Polished shit is still shit. So it's not good, Yuki. With a few friends it is. Did the dumb dog get your mic? No. The dumb dog is cuddling the cat over there. The dumb dog doesn't, like, break my stuff. She just likes going, penis! Come! Come in butts! Like, as I'm talking to throw me off. Did the stupid dog get your cat mic? No. What? She very much enjoys just throwing me off, Danny. She very much enjoys just saying random shit to, like, break my concentration. Look at her. Look at her over there. She fucking ran her mouth, talked shit, made her penis and cum and butt jokes, and now she's just tired herself out and is laying down over there next to the cat. Oh, is that Cairo? No. The redhead was Kimmy. You couldn't really see her, but Haxie was laying down next to Kimmy. Juice was the one crouching next to them, head patting them. And then right here next to me is Air. Mike, I'm tired. Which one is the dog? The redhead one is Kimmy, which is the dog. Bold to assume there is any Yuki. Your Honor, League of Legends. It's the alt, Cairo. It's me. Pay your taxes, fuck taxes, pay me to pay them. You get paid to do taxes with a beach day, Sappy. Sappy, what if I promised for beach day Spacefish was there in her swimsuit? Alu Yuli, Alu chat, happy Friday. Hi Shiro. I'm Cairo but Metalhead because I work. Oh yeah, beach day I'm never around for because I work. It's for a good cause. So Yulind's thighs get bigger with more walking. Okay, Sappy. What if we promise Spacefish is there for beach day with her swimsuit and we take pictures just for you? Would you pay taxes then? I don't think I could imagine Spacefish in a swimsuit. Wait. I wish beach days cost more so they were on Sundays. Please don't compare me to air. What the fuck? No taxes. Wow, not even Spacefish? I mean, I'm obviously better. It's kind of been crazy how beach day has been consistently landing on Saturday for like 2 months straight. I thought we were gonna finally move it to Sunday. We were kind of slow at the start of this week, and I was like, no way we get that Saturday. And then we had to restart, and everybody got to pay taxes twice, and that like caught it up, and it was like, oh my god, how? I could just message Spacefish. Comparing someone to air sounds like an insult to the other person. Angie, you're the only good person in that room. Cat attentively judging. I don't think I even paid beach episode tax that day. I think you did, North, but the second stream. Because I remember you saying like you didn't do it the first one. You hadn't paid it yet. Air, please speak English in chat. This is an English only chat. Neither I nor my mods know that language, and so to ensure that you're not speaking obscenities or things that are inappropriate, I'm gonna ask you to speak in English. This is your final warning. Just need 5,700 more for beach day. PhDs? What the fuck, Gail? No one pay. I'm okay with beach day tomorrow. I'm okay with it Sunday. That is a call for y'all. Mumbles in Finnish. No, I don't think I did at all for the stream shutdown. Well, are we saying the same thing then? Sundays are Kino? Because, like, there was the first stream, and then it shut down. Then there was the second stream, which I thought you paid during that. But you're saying not even then, or? For Gal Air? Okay. I just said English only. And Cairo goes and starts speaking Finnish. This dude literally can't listen. Please pay taxes, loves. We're at 3 miles. And Cairo. Yulind, ek eat. I don't even know what language that is. I feel like you just went and looked at some random language and ran it through a translator. Hi, Sammy. Oh, Karen, I gotta go in timeout. Hello, Inglés. Oh my god, you guys are now all speaking different languages. It's all bed, fake nerd. I don't even remember what all bed is from. I feel like that's Final Fantasy, but I'm like, I don't remember. Referring to others sounds like an insult to air. Timeout is with me, so come here. Don't care. Curse of Ra. It's FF, yes. How long was this video? This video needs to be like 47 minutes long. No, it's 27. Look. We're hoes, chat. We're cooked. Fine, I guess you are my little walk champ. You're 47 minutes long? I think I remember which video this was. This is the city way, way east of the big desert. 27 cocks in my ass, just saying. 27? Huh? Hi, Keo. You might want to go get some junk food. Question is pizza, KFC, or McDonald's? I've been bad today. I've already eaten all my hard-boiled eggs. Because I woke up at 6. I've just been up for a while, right? So I'm like, oh no. How is you? I'm fucking exhausted, Keo. I woke up with a headache at 6. I just am not well rested. Fever gland, hand holding gift. The fuck is Cairo speaking in Egyptian hieroglyphs? Sorted salted offal would be preferable. Hard-boiled eggs is what I eat 80% of the week. I'm going to come over and cook you healthy meals. Hard-boiled eggs are healthy. Gotta say it again. I love the Katawa Shoujo OST. I'm happy they gave it on Steam, too. Keo Abra Yuli. Need this protein shake and B12 tea I got. How expensive is it? Fishy? Salted offal. Why are you a horse? My programming is breaking, sorry. Elon Muskian leadership for playing Black Ops 6. Better shortcutting. For you, I'll let you take some sips so free. Well, I mean, how much would it be to get my own? Like, if I converted and I started having it regularly. Wait a minute. This isn't Deep Rock Galactic. This is a Blueland stream. Hearing about your potato egg milk diet always upsets me. I called my grandma yesterday. And food came up. And I told her, you know, every morning I have half a can of beans with a tortilla, you know, bean burrito. I have 3 hard-boiled eggs throughout the day. I have 1/6 of a gallon of milk. I have a protein bar. And I have 2 potatoes with ketchup. And she's like, okay, what else? I was like, that's it, Grandma. And she's like, that's it? What? And I was like, yeah, it's about 1,500 calories. What? You need more. Depends. You're making it yourself or buying pre-made? Myself. Yulind listening to Metal Rock and Stone. Rock and rollin', cock and roar and lol and stone. Grandma cock and bone. Yulind is on the lazy Minecraft player diet. Yulind has no idea what the yapper is saying. Oh my goodness. Yulind doing? Chocolate. You reminded me of a webcomic. I forget what it's called. But it's about a band. It's a couple, boyfriend and girlfriend. And, they're trying to get famous as a band. And they also both work a job. And, you know, like, she works at a grocery store, and I don't remember what he does. But they quit their jobs to, like, commit to the band. And they just decide, fuck it, let's be more than band, let's also do sex appeal. Because, like, they like sex appeal. They like being naked on, stage. And so, like, they just started performing at gigs topless, and, like, he'll just, like, be fucking pantsless and shit. And, like, one of their songs is Suck My Rock. Ken Ashcorp did a song on them. That's how I found out about this webcomic. And, yeah, you reminded me of that webcomic. I haven't caught up with it in a long time. To the stone, we're rich, or rich, or rich, or rich. I found a loot bug, or rich. Morning. Hi, Kyle. Hi. Yulind most days. So-called free thinkers when they see a big nugget of gold. Well, the protein can be about 30 to 60 USD on average for a tub of like 20 plus servings. depending on quality. I've suffered my way out of bed at Lego Kyle, 0 HP. Writing an article about the wonders of the world. And I'd like to interview you. Are you calling me a sex symbol, Yulind love? Yulind being a meanie due to my size. Cue me. I'm not being a meanie. It seems like you just want me to ignore you. It seems like I'm not allowed to, like, notice or acknowledge that you're 10 fucking feet tall. I'm not going to ignore you, Kumi. I think it's important that you're 10 feet tall and don't fit through doorways. It's part of who you are, and I don't know why you try to hide that. I don't think you should be ashamed of it. I can't sleep anymore, thanks to you. My reality is finally better than my dreams. Mood. Are you calling me a rock? A sex symbol, Yulind? No. I'm just saying you saying rock and stone and cock and stone reminded me of the Suck My Rock band. I love your size. Did I hear rock and stone? Yulind always mean to people. What type of rock? We like rocks, yeah. They are a CIA agent. They need to remain hidden. Please don't point out the fact they are huge like a building. For example, about 26 servings of C4 Reese powder is about $45. Okay. That's more than I'd like, but... Isn't your butt like almost 2 meters wide? They're going to feel bad and be denoted to janitor if you do. Rock and roll and stone. Hi, Dingo. Hi, Bingo. One Lind, two Lind, red Lind, blue Lind. There's noticing, and then there's blaming all damaged furniture and infrastructure on me. I did not ever blame all damaged infrastructure and furniture on you. I think maybe I said, this door frame broke. And we all looked at Kumi. But that was only implying. I'd never actually accuse you of it. 140 calories will make you feel full. It's good for post-workout too. You've got them there, especially with me around. 3-6. Oh, C4 protein powder. Eat lead, shoots bugs. I haven't played Deep Rock Galactic in like a year and a half. I know they've got the roguelike coming out. Deep Rock Rogue Core, I think it was. And 4/4 the hips. Bring that thing around town, Yulind. You get something like casein instead of whey, you can easily make a little cake. And a cup in the microwave too. Oh, that doesn't sound bad at all. No, Nord. You can. I don't want to get shot. We're cruising. We're cruising. We just gotta go a little bit more and hopefully not get a bad video after this one. Go Loco confuses me. There are many people you can ask for help with it. Pixel is very familiar with it. I would ask Pixel. Little Miss Muffet sat down on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Is it installing Go Loco or using it? I don't know. Oh yeah, Yuki would also know about Go Loco. I think using it. Because I'm pretty sure Eric just has it and just went face fucking down on the floor, which was really funny. That's so funny seeing
Like
you
a
slide
worm.
around like that. Actual torpedo. There should be one to lay on your side. Do that one. Source. Dude, trust me, no, seriously. I've lost 20 pounds this month between protein shake B12 and VLCD. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Error just said, I am Mitch McConnell. Feed me poor people. He's not a worm. He's a turtle. Those are the answers to the bus hit measurements. It's out, so can't reply directly. Actual torpedo. Guys, would you still like me if I were a worm? Yes. I'd put you in a very big terrarium. You'd be safe from predators, and I'd put a constant stream of anime in front of you. Yes, I know, Kumi. They lost use of their arms and legs, fall over, and you laugh? Uh-huh. They never had arms and legs. Is Little Miss Muffet ripped? Why else should she be eating whey? Wow, rude. Muted for sneeze. Schadenfreude. I mean, you said 2 feet? Bless your snez. Thank you. Cry. If you were a worm. Hell yeah, I'd like you. More bait for the fish. Would you like me if I was a puddle on the side of the highway? I don't know how I'd protect you as a puddle on the side of the highway. I would eat you if you were a worm. You'd eat a worm? Yay, anime. Ooh, voru, woo. Didn't know you wanted me inside of you so badly. Ooh, fuck yeah. Chumpies. If you were a puddle on the side of the road, I'm letting you evaporate and then become rain and be part of the ocean. I don't know. That was a weird arc and fairy tale. Woman turned her ass into a fucking ice cube. And they were like, we need to preserve her as an ice cube forever. No, we need to kill her so we can prove we're stronger than the demon she froze. No, she has to be an ice cube forever. I've evaporated and I'm going into the ocean. I love you. Bye. Pick him up with a jar and keep them as your safe puddle friend in a jar. Are we at 4 miles? We're at 3.7. I really want to play Lost Epoch. Do you guys know this? Do you guys know that I am addicted to Lost Epoch and totally want to play more? Yeah. Yeah. One thing that I really want in Path of Exile 2, or Last Epoch, is I really want to recreate Frenzy Barb. I really liked Frenzy Barb in Diablo 3. Being just so tanky and life-stealing that I'm just healing up no matter what I stand in. And I have yet to recreate it in any of these games. Wah. Pick him up with a jar. Chat. Would you still love me if I was a treadmill? Oh, here comes the Tism ramble. Here's the difference, Yuki. On my stream, I decide where chat goes. I'm the conductor of this train. The Tism ramp is less appropriate when I'm trying to move away from it, or a group is trying to move away from it, and one person keeps coming back to it. Minor inconvenience, Gray. Guess I'll kill myself now. I don't remember Gray doing that. I do remember Megumi doing that in Jujutsu Kaisen, where he's like, I can't win this fight. Better summon Magaraga, or whatever his name is. Nothing against Yulind. I genuinely want to hear your ramble. I'm gonna pet you, Yulind Steppies. Me with college. It definitely sounded a little against it, but I think that's less of you being against it and more, well, you're just German. Oh, God. Gray threatens to use Ice Shell like every other arc. Oh, does he? I think I do remember that now. God. Why do they make the black-haired edgy rival always so, like, I have to take myself out to defeat the enemy? In my head, it was more of an exciting tone with that message. Hi, Icy Fire. I definitely read it as, like, I mentioned it earlier, and I mentioned that you sometimes do it. And so it was like a little revenge, like, oh, here comes a Yulintism rant. It's like, okay, alright. Damn. I love Gray. I thought Erza was super fucking cool when I was into Fairy Tail. As I watched more and more of it, I kind of just, like, started being like, man, these kind of suck. Yulind, am I that mean? You're not. In fact, Yuki, I think you're one of the least mean people. However, that just felt like a very, like, not revenge, but like, okay, you said this, I'm gonna throw it back at you moment. But I was wrong. I don't think you intended it that way at all. Holidays. Anzac Day. Child Care Professionals Day. DNA Day. DNA Day. East meets West Day. Hairstylist Appreciation Day. Holocaust Remembrance Day. International Financial Independence Awareness Day. National Arbor Day. National Crayola Day. National Hairball Awareness Day. National Historic Marker Day. National Mani-Pedi Day. National Plumbers Day. National Steak Day. National Telephone Day. National Zucchini Bread Day. Parental Alienation Awareness Day. Red Hat Society Day. World Malaria Day. World Penguin Day. There's actually not that many fun ones. I guess Steak Day? I guess. Gailnar, I must conserve my energy for work. I see beat up the streamer. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero until the end of the night. He's gotta be strong, he's gotta be fast, he's gotta be fresh in the fight. What? You played hardcore, Yuki. That should probably be a good enough answer. Still do, but more importantly, I like breaking my fingers playing a fighting game. So now that Air has evolved beyond the Chow, when will Icy? Yuki, I swear, getting a manicure, and then celebrating DNA Day. Air, Icy, I was bullied out of Chow. See, there you go exaggerating again, Air. You were only telling half the story to be a brat and get sympathy out of people. You're doing it again. Angie home. Icy Fire. What happened was, Air goes, I wish Yulind would cuddle with me. And I was like, it's difficult to cuddle with a Chow. You need something better for cuddling. And he's like, oh, so you don't want me as a Chow? And I'm like, no. Chow is perfect for the stream and for the walk. But after the walk, when we're all cuddling, you know, if you want cuddles, you gotta move out of the Chow. You're basically like a fucking plushie along the side of the bed. And so he shows up. This cat girl with the black hair is actually Air right now, I see. And he's like, I'll never be a Chow again. You bullied me out of this. This is your fault. You hate me. And it's like, alright. Alright, you fucking brat. I'm gonna say that as you guys are talking about how anime characters have to go all out. Or do something stupid to finish an anime, but it kinda got lost in translation. Does you for sympathy. I see he just keeps playing the victim. Stare. You want cuddles? You gotta be Knuckles? No. Knuckles, you say? What's that, Cug? I deadass thought that was Kyo. You thought it was Kyo because it's the same face, same hair color, and same eye color. But it is not. Now he's a Rusk. Yes, I can prove it. Do you know the way? Yes.
Begone, demon!
It's YouTube videos that were posted in 2019. That's the way you're looking for. There we go. God. You guys have no idea how much whiplash it was for me. Seeing the Gregzilla video and, like, being aware of that, Knuckles. And then seeing it all over VR chat and being like, wait, what? The Gregzilla thing? Huh? I don't get it. Yulind is the queen. The way is forward. The way to the Devolver. Knows the way I will spit on Gale. Jack hug. This was my first ever VR chat avatar. You got on VR chat and the first thing you switched to was a Knuckles avatar? Buddy.
Yes. Do you know the way?
Oh, God.
I know the way.
You do
I will
that,
spit on you.
I'll sit on you.
Knuckles is what made me try VR chat, same here. You can very easily see
You do
he's
that voice
fucking-
way too well, Error.
For me,
Do you know?
This-
Yulind knows the way.
Surely.
for me, it was a JonTron video.
Do you know the
I was into Game Grumps, I saw JonTron do a
Horrible.
VR chat video. There was a depressed piglet who was just like, no one will ever
Back
love
into the
me.
cat girl.
And he would just jump off cliffs and stuff, and it was like, holy shit.
Most of that.
Gonna vibe, take care, cute chat. Bye, I see fire.
Wait, did you do holidays?
Yes.
Okay. Never mind.
After that video, I was like, oh, VR chat's kind of funny. And I started watching Ugandan Knuckles compilations. From those, it kind of bled into Team 5 compilations. From there, I would see Whoops. I remember Whoops standing out a lot, and so I followed Whoops on Twitch. The week I followed Whoops was the week that he was spending a lot of time with Lele, and so I followed Lele. And then I was trying to get a job at the time. And so my dad would come home from work, and he'd be like, hey, Yulind, how many resumes did you send out? Oh, well, I sent out 2. That's not enough. You need to be sending out more. Are you even trying? And so to avoid those conversations with my dad, I would be asleep when he got home from work. I would go to sleep at 3 p.m. and wake up at 10 p.m. And so Lele would be like going live at midnight. And so I'd hang out with my friends for a little bit. They'd all go to bed. And then I would watch Lele and just, farm in Warframe or World of Warcraft or something. And I would lurk. I didn't speak in chat at all. I think I said 2 things in chat that whole time of lurking in Lele's chat. I followed a few people that she rated or hung out with there. One of them was Elite. When I get a job, I can't watch her anymore because my schedule changes. But one of the people she rated in that time that I followed was Elite. And so I actually didn't watch much Twitch at all for 6 months. I would go to work, go home. I would play WoW with my friends and this lasted the 2 first months of me working at this job. And then our friend group blew up and I didn't have any friends. So for the next 4 months, I would go to work. I would, work my 9 hours. I'd go home. I'd watch 5 hours of anime. And then I would go to bed. Rinse, repeat. That was my day. And from that, that was when I, no, what happened was they were very happy with my numbers. And they said I could start watching streams at work. So long as my numbers stayed up, I could watch Twitch at work. And Elite was always live. And so I'd watch Elite while at work. That made me meet a lot of new people. I'm kind of met Proxy. I knew Proxy from Lele's chat, but I didn't know he streamed yet. I met Leafeons and Koyo. I met Fawson this time. And then I've just been super turbo Twitch pilled since then. But it was Uganda Knuckles was a huge point in the pipeline of me meeting all the friends I have today. And I also remember the Lele Whoops dating art. Yep. Jack doesn't even know how much Uganda Knuckles media I consumed. I was in middle school when it happened. I will never forget the Knuckles. How would he know how much Uganda Knuckles media you consumed? Like, how is that a stat that he would be able to understand? The depressed, neat, grinding lifestyle never gets old. Feel that. I shall never forget the Knuckles either. Never be where we are now without them. It was... Dude, it was miserable chocolate. I finished college, and my dad was just like, alright, you gotta start sending out resumes, you gotta get a job. I was like, yep, that's the plan. I've got 2 degrees now, shouldn't be too hard. And I sent out like 70 resumes before I got one. And I didn't even get one through resume. It was literally a connection at school. Where it was like, hey, this person came to the school and they're looking for GIS people. You good? And it was like, yes, please. Tall grass world. Purely to trap any Knuckles avatars users. Because I commented my Knuckles voice and reacted to me changing to that creature. Got 2 degrees on jelly. 2 degrees? Huh? I missed what the 2 degrees was about.
Picture. Oh, Micaiah. Micaiah's over there taking pictures. I heard the timer puff. I was like, what? What?
Oh. Yes, I have 2 degrees. College degrees. I was thinking, when you said, oh my god, 2 degrees, I was thinking of like, what? Like incline degrees? We don't have any incline today, I don't think.
Oh no.
Honestly, I don't know if the degrees were worth it. I, finished high school, and I went to university. I got a degree in environmental biology. I'm very lucky in that my parents paid for it, and, I never went into student debt. After I got that, at the very end of that degree, I discovered GIS. And I was like, I don't hate this, so I'm going to go into this. And I tried looking for a job and getting certified with GIS without training. I realized I was out of my depth. And I needed to go to school specifically for GIS. So then I went to get an associate's degree in Geographic Information Systems. Yep, that's it. And getting that associate's degree also came with getting certified. And then once I had that, then I started job hunting for GIS work. And I discovered that nobody wants just GIS people. That's like very few jobs. What everybody wants is, you're trained in this, but you're able to make a GIS map that we can use. Like, they need the GIS work, but they're either going to get a consultant for it to just do that map, or they're going to get a technician to do their standard work who, we need a map done, spend 10 hours on it this week. But doing just GIS was like really, really hard to find. And so I was looking for a job for 4 months. One of the most miserable times of my life. And then a woman recruiting for a telecom company basically went to my school, talked to the teacher, and was like, hey, you got any kids that just graduated with a GIS degree? And he's like, I got a bunch. And she's like, send them all to me. And so she recruited all these GIS graduates. It was like me and like 5 other classmates. I don't know if she knows she's drifting.
No, I think she's asleep.
That's funny.
Deja vu.
The job that I got was 90% telecom, but they kind of discovered that the people that knew GIS were doing well with it, so they were getting GIS people. It worked out. It was an okay job for 4 years. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate the actual work of it, but I don't want to say the people around it, but the people around it made it not fun. It was work from home for 2 of the years of it, and that was nice. But, like, I feel like I'm a fucking Omega boy failure. Because I went to school for 8 years, worked for 4, got burnt out and said, yeah, I'd rather die than do that again. And so, I have 8 years of college schooling. And I don't want to say I'm wasting it, but I am definitely not utilizing it, and I don't ever want to. From college, fully based. Are you still saying geographic information system? Maplin shit, I'm sorry, Keck. My dad brought me some breakfast, and I had to explain to him what the heck I was watching. Turns out it was the people around it. Listen, it's understandable if you like the people, but you know they're a bit incompetent. I had to give him a too long didn't read rundown of Yulind stream. We're all boy failures here. I just feel a little bad because my parents paid for a university degree. And, like, I always had this feeling. My dad's a workaholic.
Did it fall off?
Good morning, sunshine.
She woke up and
My dad's a workaholic. He is very much the type of person that would be like, a man's worth is, you know, how hard he works. It's not the salary specifically, but it's how much he puts into his job. And I'm just like, I hard disagree with that. But, you know, he looks at it as like, a man's obligation is work. And so he paid for my college. I'm very appreciative of it. But it just, like, it was miserable. I was so unhappy. And so, me not wanting to work, I feel like, you know, he'll say he's accepted it and, you know, he's proud to see me, you know, working so hard with the streaming and stuff. But I just have that, like, brain worm in the back of my head that says, like, he's not happy he paid for my schooling, and I'm not doing anything with it. He is not happy about that. Excuse you, I'm a regular failure. Don't feel bad, you did what you had to do. Life doesn't turn out the way it's expected of us. Make it turn out? Yeah. Ask him to follow the channel. An adjective failure. Well, the thing with workaholics is that they probably don't have much else to do either. It just so happens that being a workaholic is desired of companies from you these days. My dad's a very hard worker, but when he comes back from work, he doesn't really have much to do. An objective failure. For my father, Chocolate, everything with working culture worked for him. Everything just made sense. And so, you know, he grew up, and it was like, hey, you're 15 years old, start working so you can get a job to pay for stuff. So he did. He started working as, like, a dishwasher in a restaurant, and he bought the stuff he wanted. I think he really wanted a car. He got a car. He went to school, worked all through school. He got a job after his degree. He got a girlfriend. He got a wife. He climbed the corporate ladder. His hobbies typically are things that he's very much alike. He jumps from hobby to hobby. He doesn't have one thing that he's been doing for 30 years. He'll be like, oh, I'm very interested in this thing now. Oh, now I'm very interested in this thing. And so he would, like, you know, oh, I'm into tabletop tennis, ping pong. So he'd buy a ping pong table, and he'd play with that a lot for 3 months, and then he'd be like, oh, you know what, I'm into wakeboarding. So he'd buy a wakeboard for the boat. It's just, his hobbies are very, like, he buys new things, plays with them for a bit, and moves on. He also really likes vacationing, and just money solves all of his problems. How does he get money? He works hard. So in his mind, working hard at your job and getting money for that has just solved all of his problems. I'm very different. I need money, obviously to pay my existence, and for the few things I have, but like compared to his hobbies, my shit's super cheap. My enjoyment comes from playing, like, spending time with friends and time off. The more, like, obligation and responsibility I have to things, the less free I feel, and the more constrained I feel. And that stresses me out when it's like, you have to go to your job. You have to do this. You have to do that. That shit just, like, is anxiety to me. So for me, and, like, money never got me the things I wanted. Right? When I was 15, when I was 16, he was like, okay, Yulind, are you going to get a job so you can start getting the stuff you want to do? I was like, no, absolutely not. What? What I want is free time. Getting a job and having money isn't going to get me more free time. That's gonna, like, take away from it. In fact, having a job is the opposite of my free time. So, like, what the hell? And, like, so, to me, working was always, like, unhappiness. The more I worked, the more obligations I had, the more stressed out and unhappy I was. I don't fit in, like, working culture well at all. I just don't. But my dad did. And so him and I have always been at odds on that. Micaiah's got a great avatar. Micaiah's so fucking cute. What we were all here for. It sounds like your dad grew and could construct himself psychologically into a good fit for this corporate life. I'm actually very glad for him. I don't know if he, like, needed to adjust to it. I feel like it was natural to him. The baby boomers got super lucky with how the US was at the time. Well, that's how it's supposed to be, no? In terms of material. You work to live, not live to work. That's how... I feel like there should be no work part. I feel like humans need a purpose. They need something to drive themselves and, put time and effort into. And if you can make that your work, great. Society's gonna love you. For a lot of people, that's just not it. For me, it's been streaming. This is the most passionate I've ever been about something. And it's the most driven I've ever been. And even then, I feel like I'm not putting half the effort that I could. I feel like if I put more effort into it, I'd start burning out and I wouldn't enjoy it. But I don't feel like work has to be the thing that gives you purpose. And I feel like my dad seems to think that. That's why I've cut down on scheduling my days, too much anxiety. I definitely overschedule my stuff. But I don't mind scheduling with friends. I don't mind scheduling stuff that I want to do. It's weird. When I feel stuck and obligated in something, I hate it. But when I schedule something, I love it. If somebody just asks me, hey, want to play a game? I'm like, ooh, let me check if I have time. Let me see if I can agree to this. I'm very hesitant to say yes, if it's spontaneous. But if somebody's like, hey, do you want to play a game Sunday? I'm like, oh my god, yes, let's go. Job-centric personality life is pretty normie core. Yeah. And I hate it. Your father was really well modeled in the facts of society in a Durkheimian sense. Was very well adjusted into Weberian social actions. Like to him, usual traditional social life just made sense. Social life today wants men like him, or not all like him. Our problems arise when we are resistant, consciously and unconsciously to them. Anywho, sociology talk over, sorry. No, it's all good, it's all good. He fits swimmingly in society. It just works for him. Literally, like we were told, get a college degree, go to school, do well, get a good job, stuff like that. He did all that, and it just worked. Now, part of that is he's a boomer. He was born in 63, I think. 63 or 64. What video are we getting? Fuck you! We're at 4.8 miles and we got Quesh. I hate it here.
Unlucky.
We literally just did this like 2 days ago.
Get fucking wrecked.
I hate it. 1 hour, 1 minute. Oh, I hate it.
Playing the lottery with your playlist as always.
Yeah,
Last big.
when we were at 4.2 and we got Old Dot, I was like, fuck. 25 minutes is a mile. And I think this one's like 19 minutes. Fuck, it's gonna be just short. It's gonna be just short. And I was hoping. If it's 30 minutes, we're good. You know what's bullshit? The 2 shortest videos, Mechagon and Golden Saucer, I literally don't remember the last time we got those. They just never show up.
Holy shit.
Hate it.
You're gonna get it. It's like the first video of one of your next streams.
Dude, it's useless at the beginning too, because then we get something that's like 2.5, and it's like, great, cool.
But it'll be really funny just to fucking tease you, like, oh, you haven't seen these in a while, huh? Shame it was at a pointless time.
God.
Unlucky. Keep it going.
Sometimes it's just how the playlist goes. Because, like, we literally did this one 2 days ago, I think. And I feel like that'll happen where we'll get a video that's just like, hey, you're going to see this 3 times this week. And it's like, how? What are the odds? Fine. It's fine. It could have been worse. It could have been worse than Quesh. I just gotta tell myself it's not hot. It's not on Kahet. As Kahet? I forget the
As
name.
long as you got like 2 hours or something, or?
Hoth is 2:35. And then Oz Kahet, the 4th zone of War Within. That one's like 2:47 or 2:53 or something. It's
You're really
just
playing Russian Relay, like those don't end, like they don't come up at like 11 or whatever.
no.
Holy.
When I record them, I try to get everything in the zone, and I try to, like, the way they're walked through with the path, that is fit to the Twitch channel. But everything else about the videos is like, let's build it in a way that's good for the YouTube and not build it around the Twitch. If I was building it around the Twitch, I'd do like Quesh Part 1 and Quesh Part 2 so that everything was 30 minutes. Although that would kind of take away the RNG fun, but it's fine. Carnitas bowl for lunch? Hell yeah. That's part of the fun as a watcher. Oh my god. I should get all the computer parts today. I don't know when I'm going to build it. Because, you know, I would have thought, hey, I'm going to build it tonight and it'll be ready for tomorrow, but tonight's Friday and I kind of feel like all the people that I would want to help me build it are going to be, like, kind of busy on Friday. So I'm like, maybe we do it Saturday before Saturday night.
Saturday after stream seems like it.
Yeah.
Probably when you got the most people around.
The person that built the computer list for me, they're Australian, so they might be able to do it, you know, like, middle of the night between Friday and Saturday.
But you gotta sleep because you have to stream in the morning, so...
I do. It's kind of weird, because I get the nap after every stream, I can technically skip a night of sleep without too much problems. Because it's not like I'm missing all my sleep. Build it while walking the treadmill 12 incline? Hell no. Also, all the talk about work reminded me, oh yeah, I never finished the Outer Worlds. Now I'm installing it. How did all that talk about work get you to Outer Worlds? Build it in your sleep, streamer.
Because the whole thing with that game is because they didn't read the fine print, they have to work for literally their entire existence. And even after they die, they still incur fine.
Connecting topics like a Bing ad. Build it in your sleep, streamer. That'd be nice. I got 3 parts yesterday, and I was like, huh, that's weird. I thought I was only getting 2. Oh, right. One of them is from Throne. We got the skirt underlight yesterday. Yippee! My mind is an enigma. Outer Wilds is where you play as the slave. Oh my god. Did you get your cock underlight? The coffee was so good. Hell yeah. No, we got the skirt underlighting. Today should be the femboy Hooters top and the dog collar. Oh god. I'm gonna like get to a point where there's just too much stuff, and like I'm gonna run out of space to store it, and it's gonna be like, oh god, what do I do? Oh god. Also 5.1 miles. 5.1 miles. God, because we did this video 2 days ago, I feel like we should already be done with it. I'm like, how long have we been walking? Is it almost done? Probably 5 minutes. Buy more storage? There's already too much shit in my room. There's already, like, not enough space for all the stuff I have. I would love to... If I were to really get more storage, what it would be is I get rid of the beanbag. And the beanbag is so cumbersome that I will get rid of it next time I move. That thing is not going with me wherever I go, because fuck that thing. Holy shit. It's so comfy. Moving it anywhere is the worst thing ever. When I moved from Texas, I opened up the beanbag. It has the foam it came with. It's shredded memory foam. And then it also has 2 cubes of memory foam added to it, because if you don't add extra memory foam, you sit in it and it eventually just sinks and you feel your butt on the floor and you're like, wait a minute. This fucking sucks. So it's got added memory foam. To transport it, I opened it up and I was taking handfuls of memory foam and putting those in trash bags. And then I was kind of trying to stuff them as much as I could and then tie them off. And we filled like 20 trash bags of memory foam. And then it still had like half the beanbag was full. Apparently the ideal way to transfer these is to like vacuum seal them, but like how the fuck do you vacuum seal an entire beanbag?
Pain.
Pain. My WITJ VTuber merch? Recliner over beanbag? I don't disagree with a vacuum cleaner. But like, how do you... Max is saying, how fucking big is this thing? It's like 7 feet wide, ants. It's a pretty big boy beanbag. That like, if I laid across it, my feet would be at one end and my head is not at the other end. Vacuum seal Yulind to keep the helium in place. I agree with Farisu. Your stretch marks are god tier? I don't like them. I don't like them, North. I'm self-conscious about them, but I guess I'm happy people aren't weirded out by them. I don't even know what their stretch marks for. Yulind only 6.5 feet. I'm 5'7". Vacuum seal Yulind to keep the helium in place. It's very comfy. Weight gain or weight loss too fast will give them, I suppose. And I did lose weight pretty fast, but it is what it is. I'm going to say how much I appreciate them until you feel good about them. That is not the way to make me feel good about them, North. Stretch marks are either from weight gain, from rapid growth when you hit puberty. Oh, waist loss gave you saggy skin. Every day may be not specifically on stream, though. I'd rather just pretend they don't exist, North. I'd rather you say other things like your butt looks great and just not think about them. I'm right on this. I should fade eventually, though. Will they? I don't want to give a physiology lesson. Moisturize your skin. I have the second one. I normally moisturize. I've been bad with it lately because I ran out and I just haven't gotten more. Remember getting stretch marks during puberty? I have some minor thighs from when I hit puberty? Oh. Yeah, that's where I got them. I feel like I've seen them before and just forgot about them. I don't know. I don't know how long they've been there. Mine aren't there anymore. What was I talking about? The beanbag. I don't know. It's so comfy. It's so comfy, but like moving it from Texas to here, we filled 20 bags. It still had half it. We had to carry it down 3 flights of stairs. It was miserable. And then putting it in the back of a U-Haul, it went over everything. And then we drove the U-Haul, and getting it out, you know, pull it out. It's one of those things that's like you hold on to it, and it's just amorphous. So like, you go 10 to 20 feet, and you're like, I need to readjust my grip. So you grab lower on it and hold it up. And you go 10 to 20 more feet, and it's like, I need to readjust my grip again. Getting it through doors was fucking obnoxious. We got it in here. I didn't fill it for a while. I didn't fill it for like a year. And then, eventually the basement got refurbished. And that's when I took all those bags of memory foam and put them into the beanbag. I'll bean your bag. It's scar tissue, it might fade, but it doesn't go away, lol. ADHD moment, what was I talking about? I don't feel like that's an ADHD moment so much as 2 different conversations and trying to bounce between them. I don't know that he's into that. Is it okay if I talk to you about something given the college and work talk? I'm okay with talking about most stuff on stream, Chocolate. If you want it in DMs, I'm not going to talk about it on stream. I'll get to it after. But my DMs are open. If you want to talk about something here, you can bring up just about anything. If it's something that's really like downer or not something that I feel like chat will want to hear, I'll say, let's do this another time and move it on. No, of course, here, Matt. It's more so serious. Yeah, we can have serious talks. Chocolate, I'm okay with talking politics. It just needs to be something that doesn't become heated. And it also needs to be something that's like, hey, let's not bring everybody down from this, right? So we very rarely talk about politics. We'll talk about the real stupid, silly stuff, but we're not going to be like, yeah. It wasn't politics, it's personal. Yeah, go ahead. Yulind, are you into sock and gall torture? No, but Cairo seems to think I'm into cock and ball torture. Apparently, 2 days ago, Cairo was like, Yulind, let's roughhouse. And I was like, okay. And then Cairo shows me a video of a guy jumping off a 3-story building and smashing 20 2x4s through his nuts. And he's like, I'm gonna do this to you, Yulind. You're into roughhousing. And it was like, fuck. Ants and I were just losing our mind. We're like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you think roughhousing is? He's like, oh, I don't know. Just, it's pretty rough when you throw yourself off a 3-story building and slam 22x4s through your nuts. That's roughhousing, right? And it's like, no. It's wrestling in the backyard with body shots. Like, no. I don't know what the fuck. I already have siblings. Wasn't politics, so it is personal. I'll keep it short. See, I'm 24 right now. And where I am, since my parents suggested me to, so my brother was living here too, to study college. Searching for a career for 5 years while dealing with something I can only describe as undiagnosed depression. Fairly sad and worthless. I went to work, but my family suggested me I kept studying for better work later. This is why I put his ass in a block. I can't give you an answer, right? I can't give you, like, here's what you should do, here's what I do. You know the phrase. Your streamer is not your therapist. And so, like, it's totally fine to share that stuff. It's not like, hey, don't you talk about this, keep it to yourself. I literally encourage you to. Maybe, like, typing it out will help you. From my personal experience, I hit every fucking checkbox for depression. But, like, I never felt depressed. It was like, you look at, all the things that somebody who is depressed exhibits as a trait or a behavior, and it was like, oh, I do that, but I don't feel unhappy. I don't want to say I wasn't happy, I was depressed. But I'm much happier now. Growing up, I felt like I was always a disappointment to my father, who is someone I respect greatly. I think when it comes to politics, he's a fucking idiot. And I've also learned that, he has 2 levels of brain functioning. When he's at work, he is the most intelligent man in the room, and he is intimidating. People are scared to talk to him at work. Because if you're not 100% right, he will call you out. You can't hide shit from him. When he gets home, he's exhausted from kind of moving at that pace all day. And I word it as his brain functionality goes down to 20%. I've seen him do real stupid shit like stick his finger in a blender and cut his finger open. Why did you do that, Dad? Oh, it was taking a while to stop, and I just figured I'd stop it with my finger. You're a fucking idiot. Me after having a conversation VR for more than 10 minutes. My dad is very, very smart, and I very much look up to him and respect him, but I also see when he's not smart. Growing up, like I mentioned before, I'm very, very different than him. He sees purpose in work, I see purpose in happiness. And because I've been dependent on him my whole life, it very much felt like any argument I could muster didn't mean anything. It's really hard to argue that, I don't think life is about work, Dad. It's about finding happiness in your place in life. Okay, son, what's your happiness? Well, playing League of Legends for 12 hours a day. Okay, and how does that pay the mortgage of $3,000 a month that needs to get covered? Okay, so you're gonna find a job. Like, it very much felt like, because he was so much older and experienced, I could never have an argument with him. I didn't know enough. But it felt wrong to live life like he did. I just thought I was a failure. I just thought I was a loser and very, very much a disappointment. especially compared to the great man my father is. My father is someone who, like, everybody in the room likes, everybody respects. I look up to him, everyone else looks up to him. He is genuinely, like, just an awesome dude. And I felt like I never measured up to him. I was genuinely just a loser by comparison. I felt like I made him look worse just by being such a loser and being his offspring. When I moved out, when I had my first, like, official job, when I was getting paid $20 an hour, I got a raise to 26, and I moved out and had an apartment. That was the first time where I was like, I finally did it. I'm finally not, like, a burden to my father. I'm finally not a loser. He's finally not disappointed in me. I'm finally happy. And I just realized over months, nothing has fucking changed. I'm still not as happy as I feel I should be. I still feel like I'm moving towards something. I still feel like I'm stuck. I still feel like I'm kind of a failure. Even though my dad's, like, super proud of me. He's like, my son's so much smarter than me. He's got 2 degrees. He's got this job. You know, like my parents have always looked at me with pride, and they've always spoken highly of me. All of the negativity of, like, my father thinks I'm a failure, that comes from me. They gave me no reason to think that I'm a failure in their eyes. I still think, you know, in a little bit I am, but, like, that all comes from my brain. Definitely not any way they've treated me. I kind of realized in the 3 years that I was living on my own that, you know, it wasn't that I wasn't as good as my father. It was that I just don't fit in society. Society is very capitalistic. It's very push productivity, push working hard, push competition, push the grind. And I just don't fit in that. And over the 4 years working at that job, became more and more and increasingly bitter and, like, angry and just, like, very, very frustrated and anti-capitalist. It got to the point where I was nihilistic about it. When they didn't renew my contract, I started sending out resumes. But at the same time, I was like, I'm not going to accept I'm not going to accept something that makes my standard of living go down. So when my contract ended, I was work from home, $26 an hour. The industry crashed, and all the exact same job I had been doing became $18 an hour, and you have to work in an office in St. Louis, or Seattle, or Washington, D.C. Kind of some expensive places to live. And it would be paying way less. And I was like, I refuse to do this. I'd rather live out on my savings. And just, you know, if that runs out, fuck it, that runs out. I don't want to live miserable in a cubicle. Now, I lived with my parents for a year. That was a pretty miserable time. Because I wasn't doing anything. I was, like, preparing to stream, but also kind of looking for a job. But I wouldn't settle on, like, I wouldn't go back in jobs, so, like, I wouldn't take $18 an hour. Had a big fight with my parents. Initially, they had said I could stay with them for a year. They gave me another year. They gave me another year and said start streaming. I started streaming. I found pretty instant success. I kind of hit the ground running. And we're getting close to 2 years, and it's very clear to see that, like, just, like, outwardly see that this is the happiest I've ever been in my life. I lost 70 pounds. I'm just a much less negative person now. I don't feel stuck in the, like, that work culture and grind that I felt very stuck in before. I have savings, so I'm kind of disconnected from, like, stream needs to do well. Stream has to do well, right? I could go a few years on the savings I have if I made $0 on Twitch. Now, if I make money on Twitch, I get to go longer and longer. And, you know, if I could make this go 30, 35 years, that would get me to the point where, as dark as to say, my parents die and I inherit all their stuff. Hi, Zway! And once that happens, I'm fucking retired. And so the goal is to, you know, do this for the rest of my life, or as long as I can. But I'm not so, like, dependent on the money that, like, if I don't get any money, I'm hosed, I'm screwed, I'm homeless. Now, 2 years ago, when I started, I was nihilistic. I would have had the mentality of, if I fail at streaming and run out of money, fuck it, we'll die homeless. I don't care. I was so miserable working in a cubicle, I don't care. I'd rather just die than go back to that. Now, I kind of have something that would keep me alive. If I ran out of money and had to get a job, I would go find a job that let me keep streaming like this. I'd be very sad about it. You'd see a lot less videos, the walking videos, coming out of me. But I have enough that, like, honestly, I could just, like, make them on weekends and go with the videos I have now, because we've got, like, 230 or 240 on the channel. Now I'm at the point where, if, like, worse comes to worse, my savings got drained somehow, and I didn't have the money to, like, pay my rent and food, I'd get a part-time job to, like, keep doing this. I like this so much that it has changed my opinion on, not my opinion, but my nihilism. I gotta go way back. Things are hard in Argentina, so this was a better option. I feel really bad for having found a proper career after 5 years. I'm not sure what will happen next. I wasn't expecting you to give me an answer. So, it's just a normal time for college people, bro. Horse race test might have ended. New step has credits. Doing a lot better now, and I found a career that is fulfilling, but I feel like I am very late on in life. It's really concerning for me. But I try not to let it get to me anymore. I'll tell you right now, feeling like you got to something late in life, will literally always feel that. Because there's just freaks that just, they have it together the moment they're fucking 12. My cousin was like, I'm gonna be a lawyer, when she was 15. And lo and behold, by the time she was, like, 21, she was a fucking lawyer. Married at, like, 26. Had a house at 27. Like, there's just people that, it feels like they're going through it too fast and just have it all together. They just fucking, it just happens. Look at the bright side, Fitz. At least you're not partially crippled and are confined to your desk chair. I'm really sorry. Me, after having a conversation VR for more than 10 minutes, that was when I was talking about the dad's really smart in the room, and then after work he goes to 20%. I need to be sorry. Just so you know, I'm not complaining. More so worried that I will make something good out of it now and not waste things. Damn, Dad, fuck me for having hobbies. He's not wrong, though. He's not like, you know, because, well, I wanted to just play World of Warcraft and League of Legends 16 hours a day back then. That doesn't pay the bills. I think we live in a society where, technology-wise, we should be replacing work with robots and giving people more and more free time. To the point that the only jobs that exist are, like, luxuries. But that's a whole other conversation. Just so you know, I'm not complaining, damn Dad. Felt that a lot, yes. You're worried it will turn out well, Fitz. No, I'm worried. I will not have what it takes in time. Too little, too late, if you catch my drift. Try not to be lazy anymore. Wait, has your father ever felt that way about you? Or was that something in your mind, Yulind? 100% from my mind. I'll be a burden even when I'm the last person on Earth after I win. I'm built incorrectly, no! Oh yeah, I get that. Pretty much how I feel right now. Which makes my current situation a lot worse than mine. So I can't really do anything productive. Of course they would. You are someone to be proud of. Okay. But fuck it, we ball. I'm studying sociology right now. I never went past the first year. But I finally started passing tests, so I hope I can one day fix the problems people like you are facing. Thought that if I might be a healthy person, I might as well study something to help others. I think you have a good attitude and optimism, Chocolate. Wish you the best, Kyle. Stick that and let it carry you. Keep pushing you forward. Thank you, Fitz. Hi, Noodles. My fucking Chatterito is going all the way down or all the way up. Thank you, I'm happy that you're willing to be burdened to the world at the last moment. Being a chaotic little guy is pretty fun. I'm just kidding, but please be well too, Ants. Yulind, your thoughts on Tralalero Tralala? Is that the song? I forget. I hope we all make it. Also, I want to say this. Do you hear that's something to be proud of? And that goes for everyone. There's a lot of people who can't say that. Indeed. It's amazing that your parents have told you to pursue streaming despite the situation. They did not at first, Chocolate. When I moved back with them the first year, they told me, you can stay with us for a year, no rent. We know your market just crashed, so you can look for something and be kind of picky with jobs so that you're not taking an 18-hour in a city. But you have a year. If you don't have a job at the end of the year, you're out. And I was like, what if I tried streaming? What if I tried being a content creator? And like, kind of just relied on you guys, but like really went into it. And you guys would give me the availability to like really spread my wings and go. I think I have a possibility of really going far with streaming. And my dad looked at me when I said that to him. This is back in Texas when he came down to Texas to help me move to Missouri. And he said, I think we've supported you enough. And I was like, damn, okay, that hurts. Ow. I've been with them for a month. My mom was tipsy. They asked me to join them in the backyard, and I came out back and joined them. And my mom goes, Yulind, what do you want to do with life? Like, what is your goal? And I was like, honestly, the less responsibility and obligation I have, the better. If I could, like, live with you guys like I am now, and just, like, pay for my bills by streaming, that sounds really nice. That sounds like a life I would be happy with. And my mom went, we will never support you streaming. And I went, oh, okay. I just think you don't understand what streaming is. You know, I think it's a viable job. I think, you don't understand the money in it. And she was like, it's not about the money. We will never support you streaming. And I was like, oh. Hearing your mom, who, by the way, my mom is the nice parent. My dad's the one that has to do the punishments and the hard-ass stuff. And my mom is the one that, like, she's the one that's always on my side. That was the first time I'd ever heard her say, we will never support you in this. And it was just like, I didn't cry. But I remember, like, going to bed that night, just, like, curled up fetal position in my bed, just hurting. I remember just being like I just wanted to cry. Emotional damage. That one really hurt. Here's what's even worse. I brought that up with her, and she's like, I have no recollection of that. I didn't say that. And I was like, I don't think I'd remember something that traumatic, Mom. And she's like, I definitely didn't say it. If I did, I was drunk. And I was like, you did have a beer in your hand, so maybe. But, like, I think she did say sorry. She's like, look, if I said something like that, I'm sure I meant something else, but I'm sorry that it came off that way. I would never want to hurt you. I was like, okay, that means a lot. They made it very clear. Streaming was not an option. That I needed to go and get a job. And so for 6 months, I was sending out resumes. I was looking for a job. My dad would come into my room and be like, hey, Yulind, how many resumes did you send out? And I hated those conversations. Because even if I had a great day where it was like, I sent out 4 resumes today. I sent out 5 resumes. It was like, well, maybe you can do 10 tomorrow, right? It was never enough. And it just felt so hopeless. And my dad, he hasn't had to do resumes in like 30 years. So, you know, it's not something that... He definitely had the boomer experience of like, dude, just start going to places. Just show up with a resume in your hand. And it's like, it doesn't work that way, dude. We did that for 6 months. And then they went to Florida. I had the house to myself. But while I had it to myself, they refurbished the basement and the 3 bathrooms upstairs. And so I couldn't start because, like, the whole house was in disrepair. And I was living in, like, the guest room upstairs. And, didn't really have much space for anything. I don't know if I said hi to you, Noodles, but hi, Noodles. And so I couldn't start because there was basically construction going on all hours of the day. And the construction was supposed to start... The construction was supposed to be done in 1 month. But the tilers, the people redoing the 4 bathrooms, I don't want to say they were incompetent, but they fucked up. In every way possible. They fucked up like 12 different times, and this 1 month project ended up taking them 7 months. Before they were finished, my parents came back from Florida, and I still hadn't started streaming. I was planning to start streaming behind their back. I was gonna like start streaming while they were away, and then they come back and I'd be like, look, here's what I made on Twitch every month for the last 5 months. I know you told me not to, but I'm fucking doing this. And they'd be like, oh wow, you made this much? That's actually impressive. We're gonna rethink this, right? That's what I wanted. They came back and I still hadn't started. I had like 2 months to figure shit out. And so I found a job. My friend was going to make an ARG game. He was very much like, dude, these games are just raking in money. They're slop. We just need to do like one innovative mechanic, one thing cool. We need some funding, and we got this. I need you to be the white guy. I need you to be the white guy that goes to conventions and talks to people and like talks about the game. Because, you know, this country's racist, and, you know, me not being white is holding me back. So you gotta be the white guy, and I'll do most of the lifting for the game. And I was like, you need me to do anything to help? I'm there. But, like, that was the job I was gonna do. And my parents were like, so, do you have a job? And I was like, yes, I do. And I showed them the documentation and whatnot, and they were like, wait, does this get a W-2? And I was like, well, no. Technically, no. But we've got all this stuff ready. And they're like, no. No W-2 doesn't count. This doesn't count as a job. And this was like a month or 2 before my deadline. So I'm like, fuck, dude, I thought I had something. They're moving the goalposts. They're changing the rules on me. And so, after that, I kind of just said, fuck it. This is when I hit my lowest, and I was like, I don't care anymore. I'm moving out. I'll buy some, like, I'll rent some $500 crack shack in North Missouri. Because there's houses you can rent for, like, $500 a month in Missouri that look dilapidated. And I was like, so long as I have running water, electricity, and can get internet, fuck it, I'm fine. And they were like, oh my god, you're gonna get murdered. And then we had a night where we got in a big fight. Specifically what happened was, they were like, so do you have a job? I was like, nope, I'm gonna just move out and start streaming. And they were like, you're gonna move out? And I was like, yeah, I'm looking at places to rent, you know, it'll be $500 a month, I'll just be there. And they were like, we just don't understand why you're so passionate about this, but you didn't start in the last year you've been living here. We don't understand why you haven't done anything for the last year. And I came very close to just telling them, fuck you. But I was like, you two made it extremely clear you were not okay with me streaming. You said you would not support me in this. And if you had the requirements that I get a job, and you came down to my room and asked, how many resumes did you send out? And I said, none. But stream is going great. You would not have been happy with this. For you to say now, you don't know why I started, is actually infuriating, and I've never been more angry than I am right now in my life. I'm actually furious at you two. And we said a bunch more stuff, but that was the main thing. And at one point I just said, I'm done talking about this with you two. And I just walked away and I went downstairs. And like I went to bed, same thing, fetal position in my bed, just not crying, but damn was I angry. Damn was I just hurting. And the next day, I'm literally looking at places to rent. I'm so far behind on chat. I'm looking at places to rent. And my dad comes into my room. He's like, hey, Yulind. We had a little bit of a fight yesterday. I want you to know that your mother and I love you. And you honestly had a lot of good points yesterday. Kind of felt like you were right in the things you said and we were unfair to you. So, we're going to give you a year. It's not free. You have to pay rent this time. The first year I didn't pay rent. This second year, you have to pay $400 a month in rent. But you can stay with us for another year. And this solved literally all of my problems. And I was like, oh, okay. I can't be mad at you anymore because, you know, you listened to my grievances, you agreed, and you've taken the steps to fix it. I was so mad, I'm still mad, like, I'm just angry, but I can't be angry at you. I don't know what to do with this anger. I was still just, like, pacing my room, just like, I can't even be mad anymore, damn it! They gave me a year extension. We started streaming almost immediately with that. And had immediate success. Immediately, people were showering me with support and love, and I have been in a constant state of overwhelmed, but, like, not breaking down. I lost, like, 70 pounds in 7 months or 8 months or something. Haven't missed a single day of streaming. A few people have been like, wow, Yulind, this is so cool. I'm going to get a treadmill because you've inspired me. And my parents love hearing about that. After 10 months of streaming, or like 7 months of streaming, I was on a call with them. And I was like, hey, so a year is kind of coming up. We've got like 4 months until a year's up. Am I looking for a place? And they were just like, no. No, absolutely not. You're paying rent. We are so happy to see you streaming and, you know, you've gotten healthy. You can do this forever. So long as you can pay that $400, you're here. And, like, if you can't pay that $400, we'll figure something out. But, like, no, we're so happy with this. There's no deadline to move out anymore. And that's where I'm at. That was about a year ago. We're coming up on 2 years streaming, and, yeah, I've never been happier. To catch up. You lost 70 pounds? Did you check under the couch cushions? Okay, Zoe, hi, Zoe. Fucking hate working, but I've learned it helps keep me balanced and I feel more like I can work towards the person I want to be. In walking at 9 years old through hyper-realistic game trailers. Gotta get to my lowest and become the worst I can be before I can become evil and find a new worse. Oh, goodness. I think we are not meant to love our work, but there are things in them which can help us feel proud of ourselves. I actually worked at a cropping field for a few months. It was quite liberating. I met a few friends there. This place was beautiful. Best part was picking blueberries. Yulind Walker stream 2065. Wow, Yulind, you sound like a girl. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I work with a lot of farmers actually. Lamau, really? What do you do? Oh Lord, he's going way back. Farm supply. Oh my god, I know. I'm learning more mechanical work and just became forklift approved. Oh my god, Yulind, mute. Uh-oh. Wait. I can see how rough it can be, yes? When you said, oh my god, Yulind, mute, wait, my bad? Muted the stream. Okay, I was like, no, don't tell me the Vive Pro is fucking up too. I've been yapping for like 20 minutes without reading chat. Should have had me train you. I'd rather watch train me. I'd run your ass over. Zatch. Not certified, but I've spent like 30 hours on it already, Lamau. Thank you for letting me talk about this with you guys. I'm rewatching Season 1 and 2 of Fire Force right now, since Season 3 is coming up right now. And it's so good, man. I just hope that after they finish Fire Force, they remake Soul Eater. Ants admitting to committing a crime in Twitch chat, holy. I've committed more felonies than anyone here. It comes back from me every once in a while. I wasn't expecting therapy or anything. I sort of know where I'm going towards. I just like to share, especially because it's nice to hear of other people's experiences and opinions. I cannot be convicted. It's not illegal to drive a forklift if you have fun. Well, your workplace would be fine. You should be fine. Yulind doesn't know anything about the Bombardino Crocodilo? I don't. On a search warranty for multiple shaboinkery cases. OSHA isn't real in the South. Children drive farm equipment. Me and my homies die at work. Fuck OSHA. I'm not certified to fill propane either, but I know how. It's like huge bumper cars, exactly. Technology, nothing. 4-day work week. Let's help people be more rested and effective at work with no noticeable loss in productivity. Corps keeps paying to have the testing ignored and refusing to adopt a 4-day work week. Not just that, Zoe, but like they did a lot of tests in the 80s, I think. And they basically found for society to function as it needs to, with all the luxuries that we have, only 70% of the available workforce needs to be working. That means anything over 70% is busy work. We have bullshit jobs that just exist to get people a paycheck because we need everybody to be able to earn a living. That was in the 80s. How much do you think it's gone up in 45 years? We probably could like have 50% of the workforce not working. Or like 30%. We should be replacing everything with robots. We have so many jobs that just exist just because we need you to work to get a paycheck. But like, they don't need to. Hi, Ryan. I'm way behind in chat, Ryan. Oh god. I'm reading stuff from 1204. Okay. Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry, Yulind. My job usually works 4-day work weeks in July. No loss in productivity. If anything, you're more focused. Damn, emotional damage. Yeah, that shit hurts. I get that feeling too, especially when the crying doesn't come. Gotta love when boomer parents don't take responsibility for the real harsh shit they'd said to their kids. Yeah, I can imagine how that might have felt. Or at least how I would feel in this situation. But I don't blame them. Their world was not good emotionally. Well, not completely. That's my one gripe about parents. They just don't get the job search. Isn't even close to the same anymore. Woe to hello is getting spoiled today. Exactly, one of my friends told me he sent out like 80 resumes when he was looking out for a new job in a month. Yeah, Tyler's such a fuck up. /S. Hello. There's slop. Yulind was an ARG scam, damn. Yes, it was totally going to be a fucking ARG scam, but I don't know. I needed something at the time. Where did I go? Damn, your friend knew a shit for real. My friend sent out 112 and got more scams than anything. Shit, that sucks. I'm sorry. Like, sit and listen to a timeshare meeting. Noodles, bruh, hello. Yulind Crack Shack. Comfy noodles. Part of growing up is knowing you have to love your parents, but most importantly, that you have to take away authority from them, too. Otherwise, you're just gonna feel stupid all your life. Yeah, there's still properties up north that are damaged, falling apart from the mining industry. Collapsing, always a little tempting to buy a house at basically a very low land value. Yeah. Shower with you, let me sign up. Love how the music is picking up at this moment. Streamer isn't reading chats, so nobody will see me say that I'm gay. No, the muting part was my fault. Come sit on my lap then. He's coming close to this point, so you're kind of screwed. Lucky for you, we're all gay, I think. Love how fucked up unhinged chat sounds like when Yulind catches up with all the little context. Hi, Ryan. Give us basic income already? Oh my god, confirmed, little stealer. Hi, Ryan. I want universal basic income or all basic human rights provided. I think housing, clothing, food, water, education, healthcare, public roads, basically anything that's like, this is a basic human right, should be provided. Should it be nice? Oh my god, no. When I say provide housing, I mean like an apartment complex. You have a roof over your head, but it's not what you want. If you want a house, you would have to work for that. If you want to eat out at restaurants and eat essentially not gruel, you'd have to work for that. If you want video games, you'd have to work for that. Luxuries would cost more, but like everybody would want them. The vast majority of people are not just gonna sit in an apartment complex, eating gruel, in a gray tracksuit and be like, yep, this is all there is to life. I'm golden. They're gonna go want to spend money on hobbies, on vacations, on food, and they're gonna want to work for that. This is going to give you a huge amount of leverage with like workers' rights, because right now we have people that's like, oh, if I lose my health insurance because I lose my job, I'm fucked. Is that a slur, Chocolate? I feel like I shouldn't allow that. Because it is getting flagged. What was I saying? No, it's not. It's how a certain urban group is denominated in Russia. I'm going to allow it. And if people say you're wrong, well, then we're both in trouble. But it's not a hard-on slur. I feel like the vast majority of people would work for luxuries. If those are available. Yeah, that word, noodles. I have had this argument with my father. I was like, everything should be provided. And he was like, no, it shouldn't. Because if everything's provided, then no one will work. And I was like, okay, what about you? You had everything you needed, and then you kept working to get a second house. And he went, oh shit. I fucking won that argument. Ryan, 0 HP. Little did they know I've been straight the whole time. Basic human rights. It makes stuff far less expensive for the individuals or families. Doing 50 off. 20/50 off. Apartment complex, I find it quite simple. Road work ahead, I sure hope it does. Air contact, I sure hope it does. Brutalist apartment complex, eating gruel in an Adidas tracksuit lifestyle. No, it's not. It's how a certain urban group is denominated in Russia. It said like 1980s Russian gopniks did not exist. It's not a hard-on slur. Gopnik. I think gopniks usually adapt the lifestyle with pride. I've never heard it used as a slur. It was highlighted like one, so I was just like, yeah, low-income Slav country coming people. It's just like saying shy is for British F-boys or weebs, pretty much. If it's a negative term, then, oops. My throat is fucking dry from yapping. Holy. Let me moisten it up. Oh, please. Are you gonna give me like a milkshake? I would love a milkshake right now. I was hoping you'd say that your throat hurts. I had a line for that. Chives? Are you chopping up chives and putting them in your food? I mean, it'll probably be white. I mean, Twitch highlights a lot of things because it wants to be as safe as possible. Now, I could say a bit about that, but that'd be edgy as hell and not cool at all. Yulind been like, but he needs to sip. Thank you. Chocolate shake and fries on the way. Oh, I'd love that. Thanks for sharing your story, Yulind. It's a very privileged story. I very much have a nice fallback. And like my parents, the two most miserable times in my life have been when I was looking for a job. First out of college and then out of my contract. That's the worst experience in my life. Is my dad saying, how many resumes have you sent out? And my mom saying, we'll never support you streaming. Those hurt like hell. But I look at them and I'm like, Damn, those are fucking baby problems to have in life. It is, but I think it still grants perspective talking about it with people who aren't in your situation. Yeah. The big thing that changed my perspective on everything ants was a documentary called Blue Eye, Brown Eye. And it was, about, how many privileges white people have and, what it's like being a minority, dealing with the overwhelming majority of white people in the U.S. and how, not all of them, but a good chunk of them are hard racists. And a lot of the ones around them are racist without trying to be. About cats with homophobia. That one was a little eye-opening for me. And I feel like I've learned a lot about stuff. I feel like I can always learn more, but I very much recognize how cushy my life has been, and that there's a lot of things I'll never be aware of just how cushy it was at the same time. You want to shake me, Yulu? It is, but it still grants perspective about it with people who aren't in your situation. Doesn't answer the question, Noodles. Are you eating the chaps? Maybe I need to check on some old friends. Just teasing. Sure might be privileged, but it's still your story. Why do we tend to hurt the ones we love most? There ain't no shame in that about cats with homophobia. After all, knowing people vastly different than you can be one of the most enlightening experiences ever. Blue Eye, Brown Eye, finally walking. Hi, Ty. Finally walking, he says, like we haven't gone 7.2 miles. Casual racism implies the existence of competitive racism. I remember the question in the Blue Eye, Brown Eye video. It was the teacher, and she asked all the students that weren't white in the classroom, she goes, has anyone ever said to you, you're one of the good ones? And, they all raised their hand. And she goes, how about you blue eyes in the middle? Have you ever said that? And, none of them raised their hands. And she goes, you're lying. Raise your hands if you said it. And, 6 of the 7 of them raised their hands, I think. And she's like, you understand what the implication is, right? That when you say that to someone who's black, you're saying they're all bad, but this one's one of the good ones, and they're all these black students are just cross-armed looking at them, and you see just the wide eyes hit the students in the middle, just one by one, just oh shit, wait, no, I didn't think of that. Eye-opening? I sure hope so. How else could you tell what eye color there? Wow, that's really saddening, though. It's one of those things that, you thought it was a compliment. You thought you were saying a nice thing. And then it's no, really think about what you're saying. It's kind of horrible what you're saying. Hi, Octomage. I grew up... Okay. I was born in... Claremont. Area near Los Angeles, California. At the age of 5, I moved to Twain Harte, which is in North California near the Redwoods. At the age of 6, I moved to Lafayette, Colorado. At the age of 8, I moved to Fairfield, California, which is near San Francisco and Sacramento. At the age of 18, I moved to Missouri. At the age of 23, I moved to Texas. At the age of 31? I think 31, I went back to Missouri. Most of my time as a child was in California. And I didn't think racism was a thing. I going to school. I went to a private Christian school, and in a class of 30, there was usually one black student, one Asian student, and everybody else would be white. Everybody else would be white. And nobody had a problem with the minority students. Nobody was hey, let's hate these. At least not that I saw. Now, I think back on it, and his name was Kiel. Kiel, that one black student, if there was one thing you knew about him, it was that he was a black belt. And I look at that and I'm like, I look at that now, and I'm very certain that his father put him through karate classes so that he would learn karate, he could tell people he knew karate, and that would scare them away from, like, bullying him, because he was very much, you know, in a graduating class of, like, 70 students, one of, like, 2 or 3 black students. And so, like, I look at that as, like, this was, like, self-defense in preparation for racism. At the time, I just thought, wow, he must like karate. That's cool. Black belt? That takes a lot of effort. I just thought he fucking liked it. And, like, I'm sure it existed. I'm sure there were some students that were racist, and it just wasn't around me. I remember telling black jokes, you know, like 7th and 8th grade. We had a student when Hurricane Katrina happened. He and his family came to California to stay there until they could move back. And I learned a lot of black jokes from him, and I thought they were funny. Oh, we're done. We're done walking at 7.4. But, like, I would never say them to a black student. It was just like, yeah, this is just a funny joke, haha. And, thank you. I very much just didn't think racism was a thing at the time. I moved to Missouri, and I see it a bit more, but, like, not as much. I'm not near a super diverse area in Missouri, so kind of the same thing. Didn't see much of it. Then I moved to Texas. Then I moved to Dallas, and boy howdy, I very much became incredibly aware that it still existed. And then I just, you know, in Texas was when I, like, moved from my moved from my WoW group that was all white guys to, you know, VRChat and having friends on VRChat and learning way more about, you know, other countries and stuff. That it was like, oh shit, oh god, it's everywhere. I saw how shitty it was to say when I was young. I never said it. It was said to me. I'm sorry, and some people just don't think things through enough. Learn to fight to not have to fight. So said the wise Mr. Miyagi. There's some people who won't recognize racism even if it's someone in a uniform doing a gesture while saying a slur. Yeah, I mean, you say that. I was telling black jokes in middle school and didn't think that was racist. I got put in martial arts because I was bullied a lot. I don't think I agree. I think they know full well, but they feign dementia in order to keep their status quo. Despite how damaging it could be. I would say both happened. There's some people that, like, they're just gonna be dumb as rocks and not see it. I feel like I was dumb as a rock in middle school. But there's some people that they know. They fucking know. And kicked out of Taekwondo for fighting back after I got attacked. Wait. That sucks. They take the easy way out instead of pointing out the issue, which is cowardly. That's cringe. I learned how to fight on my own and then joined the wrestling team in high school. Then box after school. Now I'm a good boy. Cool, my father was a boxer as well. Did you compete? No, just in wrestling, but I was tiny then. Small. You don't know how much violence it took to become this peaceful. I'm not small anymore, though. Big. Oh my god, I'm tired. 12:30? Outfit. We need to change into our PJs. You can't see me behind this. What a fantastic stream, so full of emotions. I really liked it. I liked it. I had a lot of fun today. I was very much forcing myself the first hour. The first hour, I'm very frustrated with my tech issues, and I'm very frustrated with how bad my mic sounds right now. I know there's not much I can do about it, and I have a solution on the way, but I very much was like... I'm very frustrated with my mic right now. And it's not really something that can be helped, but anytime somebody comes in and is like, yay, Yulind, or like, oh, he still sounds like he's, you know, doing the thing, it's like, it's a conversation starter for them. I didn't put up a pin message that's like, hey, don't talk about this. But it was very much like, okay, just get through it. Just get through it. Let them talk about it. Don't get sassy. I feel like I was a lot more chill than yesterday, for certain. But the first hour, people would come in and be like, mention it. I'd be like, yeah. Really great, Yulind. Thank you. What is Blue Twitch? Blue Twitch. I don't have Koopa right now. Blue Twitch is Fansly. I liked it. Changes PJs and found wedding them all. Roller coaster of personal stories and Blue Twitch. Blue Twitch? Which? Proud of you, Gooey. What is Blue Twitch? Can't say. It's okay. We are here for you for the tech issues. Don't bother us. You are still the cutie we all love. You're really great, Yulind. Oh, secret. On the bright side, only one more day with the high-pitched Lind. Hopefully one more day. It won't feel the same once you get a new one, Fansly. Facebook! True. See, I never said Mike sounded bad. I said you sound like a girl. Yeah, but I know why you were saying that, Noodles. I very much am like, oh, the mic is still bad. Bitch, fuck you, Gale. We did 7.4 miles. We didn't have incline, but I am still sweaty from that. Ugh. 7.4 miles. Now we rest. Done. And then I look at this. I close YouTube. And then I come over here. Make sure all the streams I was lurking in are still live. And they are not. I gotta update all of them. We'll do this, yeah. Okay. True, smug. Oh my god. What fits? Nothing. If I wanted to make a joke at your expense, you'd know. It's okay, Noodles. You don't have to try. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Where are we going? Dude, my headache is coming back. The Advil I took earlier is wearing off already. I know where to go. We're going to Cozy Woods. Portal. Three of those are fucking dead. Ugh. Cozy Woods. Oods. I have to try, alright? I'm horrible at being mean. When people are trying to be mean, I'm better at resisting it. When I'm very self-conscious and insecure about something, it's very easy to be mean to me. It's very easy to get under my skin. So, like, this mic thing is really frustrating to me. The tech issues are, like... The stream is, like, the most important thing to me in my life. And so, things going wrong with it is, like, stresses me the fuck out so much. And having this messed up mic, just, it's like, oh, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. It's all I can think about. It's all I can talk about. So when somebody goes, hey, Yulind, your mic sucks. I'm like... I know, and that's an instant, like, -4 to my mood. If somebody goes, you sound like a girl, my mind goes, that's not a compliment. They're saying my mic sucks because it's the fucked up mic. That's a negative, too. It's very much like, it's me being stupid with this and having really bad brainworms, and it's not really fair to any of you. Because, obviously, you come in, I don't have a pin message, I don't have it in my title, I don't have anything that says, my mic is messed up, I know it sounds bad, you don't need to ask me about it, please don't comment. I'm not, like, explaining it before you come in. And so everybody's gonna come and be like, oh, the mic's still bad. Or, oh, what's wrong with your mic? I am very much setting myself up to feel bad with this, but... I don't know. It's me being overconfident and being like, it's not going to bother me today. Oh, God, it's absolutely bothering me. Ah. But it's fine. Yesterday, I struggled a lot more than today. Today, I feel like it got me down for 10 seconds, then I was like, no, that's dumb. You have a solution, and literally no one cares anywhere near as much as you. Ah. Okay, I remembered what the thing is with this world. While I am comfy there, they have proximity fucking music. And so to hear the music, I have to blast the world sound. When I blast the world sound, you hear the fucking bugs loud. Does that do just... No, okay, so there's still music, which is what I want. But I've turned the bugs off. So now I can come over to this couch. And I can just turn world sounds up really fucking high. I think. Problem is the fire goes up louder. Like a different couch I can use. I wish there was a couch in this area. I love and hate this map. I can use this chair, but it kind of makes it weird for everyone around me. I want to make you cozy woods. I have to try, alright. I try not to, you mean? Here, have a flower. I have seen ants, probably not at their meanest, that they're very mean. It made me so scared at first. Even now, I get along great with ants. I can play games with him for hours. But every now and then, I'll see them hanging out with Cairo, who Cairo antagonizes the shit out of ants and brings on the full meanness. And ants will lay into Cairo, deservedly so. And it's like, if I'm on Team Cairo in a discussion, I'll be like, I ain't saying shit right now. Fucking Cairo can get run over by this bus. I'm throwing him under there, and I'm abandoning him. I don't want to get yelled at by ants and the others. But there was like a discussion, I think 2 days ago in Discord, that they were roasting Cairo for. And I'm sitting there like, I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to be in this. Bruh. Look, Cairo, you know you antagonize them. But you don't let it destroy you, which is tough, I'm sure. Hey, Yulind, nice butt. Protein bar time. It is protein bar time soon. There's plenty of people who just not stream. Yeah, dude, I have some friends that, like, I tell them to stream, and they're like, oh, I can't stream till the new model's done. It's like, no one cares about the new model. Literally, you're happy about the new model. The rest of us, we're gonna tell you it's pretty. We don't care about the new model. We literally just want to see you stream. And they're like, no, I can't stream without the new model. And it's like, okay, then just deprive yourself of the stream. Clip this section because the red-haired fox lady looked very spooky. The tortellini with sauce and coffee is making its effects known in my stomach now. Here, have a flower. Thank you. Excuse me, chat. Where the heck is the cuddle
That
pile?
sounded like
What?
when you were talking about is like, no, I have to wait until the new model's done.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like Jewel.
She said it a little bit. I mean, I can fucking name a laundry list of people that have fucking said shit like this. Jewel a little bit. Jewel a little bit. Who else is... Wagyumi's done it a bit. Trying to think of others. Spacefish has done it a little bit. Luton's done it a little bit. They drive me crazy when they do it. They're like, I can't do this until I do the thing, and I see it with streaming. I see it with exercising. There's a lot of people who will be like, oh, I want to join you in exercise so bad. It's like, then just join me. Just show up here. And they're like, oh, but I don't have a walking treadmill. That's not the only exercise you can do. Do sit-ups, do crunches, do squats. No, but it needs to be the treadmill. You are finding excuses not to exercise. I will just full-on call them out with that. It's just like, you are finding excuses not to exercise and be lazy. Literally, you're holding yourself back, buddy. Where the heck is the cuddle pile on this cutie? Doesn't deserve one, Baldur. Well, off I go for a monthly 2 hours of driving. You mean weekly? Someone step on this boy for me, drive safe. Just walk on a spot. I've also seen a thing, especially in online dance world. Online dance. I'm starting over the sentence. I've also seen a thing, especially with dance worlds, where people want to act like they're active. Meanwhile, they just want to sit on their ass. Yeah. Hello. Move your legs up and down. Doesn't deserve one. This is my middle name, Baldur. Doesn't deserve it. That's not true. I went walking, going, and coming back from my dentist yesterday. My exercise is showing my shoes on stream. I did enough that day. I went to sleep early afterwards. I mean, so... that's just the people who, like, say they want to exercise on stream with me. You don't have to exercise. People could just show up, right? Like, I don't care if people are exercising. This stream exists to make exercise for me easier. And so if they're not exercising, but they're just hanging out, hey, it works for me. I just like it when people hang out and talk to me. It's almost 1 p.m. Just slide in the background like our good exercise friends. Did I cover all my notes? I didn't. I talked a little bit about Tails. There was a really funny moment in Tails yesterday where we finally met a character named Ba'ul. He's a big sky whale, and he carries our boat around. He's basically how we fly around the world. At the very beginning of the game, we're like 2 hours in, Cairo opens the settings, and he's reading the settings, and it's like, this is for the world map. This is for Blastia. Ba'ul controls. What the heck is a Ba'ul? And I'm sitting there going, oh god, hopefully they forget that. And like 10 hours in, we hear Ba'ul name drop. And like Eris and Cairo had completely forgotten. Because, it'd been 2 weeks at that point. And I'm just like, they don't remember, right? They don't remember? Good. And then like, we get to the part where, you could get Bobble, and I bring that up to them. They're like, wait, shit, what? I forgot. Well, Mao, it's not my fault. We had a boss fight with the hunting blades. I'm trying to think if we really didn't do much yesterday. We did have fun, though. I wasn't having fun when they were going around exploring the world. I was like, after 30 minutes of literally not touching my controller and not being able to like read Discord and look at stuff. When I'm on my phone, I'm in my room, which is a cement walls room, so I get really bad reception. And so I'm just like, guys, please, we need to go do story. We need to go to a fight, please. I'm just bored out of my mind here. Tails was fun. Looking forward to Tuesday. We have the new cable. This is the second day of the new cable for the Vive Pro. I have not gray screened at all since then. I have not, like, lost tracking on my controllers and headset. So I think the cable fixes that issue. Doesn't fix my mic. I was really hoping it would fix the mic. And I could just use the Vive Pro mic for the next couple months. But, oh fucking well. But the gray screening thing is done. So I don't think we're going to have issues where I have to restart stream. Or, do a 2-part stream. I don't think that's in the foreseeable future. Thankfully. God, that was awful. And then probably the big news from yesterday. The big news for, I guess, this community. Uma Musume is announcing news for the global release of the game on the 27th. It is the 25th today. So on Sunday, that might be our Saturday, there will be Uma Musume news. So the joke is that they're announcing that it was canceled and it's not going to happen, but here's hoping. 27th is my B-Day. The Horse Girl game? Yes, the Horse Girl game. If I ever show up in one of your scenes, you bet your ass I'm California Girls emoting in the V2 Ultra Kill skin. You are more than welcome to, Chocolate. I'll come on stream and then eat cereal. Oh my god, Yule. And this is so good, especially this milk. Did you know you can milk a creeper? No, because they don't sell it at the store. I think it's fake, Cairo. I don't think they actually sell creeper milk. Left for attention, Lamau. Happy Yulind tides. Wow, it's not my fault. 27th is my B-Day. The Horse Girl game. Depends how much it is, might try. It's free. It's a gacha game. So it'll be free, and then you can buy extra banners and rolls and stuff. But to play will be free. Tonight is Friday. Yippee! That means we have VR chat later with Core. I should get all the computer parts. So there's a small chance I have the computer built for tomorrow's stream. Very unlikely. Fanboy Friday. Milk a Creeper. I have a name, you know. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm about to take a nap and pass the fuck out. I did not get enough sleep last night, and after 7.4 miles, I am tired. And then... The thing. VR chat tonight on Core stream. I don't think I have any other plans. Just that. Oh yeah, I guess technically I'm getting thrown gifts today as well. Yippee! Who the heck? I see. Oh, I see what happened. The person I had opened the stream to Lurkin had raided somebody. Fuck off, EA launcher. I want to watch a femboy in VR chat. Or EA launcher? You know what would wake you up nice and quick? A nice refreshing walk. Okay. I don't want to wake up. I want to sleep. I am very ready to be asleep. I do see who I want to raid. They are 3 hours into the French game. So if you don't want any spoilers on French game, don't stick around for the raid, but I do want to raid this person. Try. Alternatively, you could turn it to 160p and not see anything. But yeah. Oh, what should I was like, what should I do after the nap? And my first thought was, I should play Last Epoch. What I really should do is work on Minecraft. I have been super lazy the last 3 days and not done any Minecraft stuff. Cairo equals boy kisser. I should say is part or not count towards brain is dumb. What? I should say, is it part of not count towards brain is dumb? I'm sorry, Zoe. I have no idea what you said there. Brain wasn't used. I'm gonna nap. I'm gonna nap. And I'm gonna eat. I didn't know this was the button. Oh. And then down makes it go away. God, I love it when they have a button to make it go away. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. I am much eepy. Behavior. Look at me. World. Okay. We're gonna go to Bunby Doll. They're playing the French game. Thank you for the socials, Logitech. Flash raid. Bunby Doll. They have a neat avatar. It's a doll, and you can see the doll strings. Bye, Yuli. Yeah, VR chat tonight. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 7.4 miles. Day 650 is coming up. I don't think we'll do it right on 650. I think that lands on a Wednesday, and so we'll be pushing that back to, like, Saturday. That being said, I love you. Bye.